Afternoon, everyone. This video is gonna be a little different. Actually, I don't know how this video is gonna go. Let's just say that I've already gotten, we got out the car like 30 seconds ago. I've already gotten like some weird stares, weird looks and stuff about people driving by. But we are in the city of Vidor. Welcome to Vidor, Texas, a small city just outside of Houston, with a population of just under 10,000, with 91.7% of it being white. Vidor has been able to put their name on the map, whether that be with Miss Texas Tamara Hicks, Olympic medalist Walter Buddy Davis, the many artists and the many songwriters, or most importantly, from being a sundown town. Sundown towns have been a thing since 1970, and although Vidor is trying to restore their image, these towns still exist. Oh, and Vidor is also home of another infamous group, the KKK. Before we get into Vidor, Texas, I decided to stop in the town 20 minutes outside of Vidor to talk to the locals. A city with a population a bit over 100,000, with 45% of the population being black. Welcome to Beaumont, Texas. Alright, y'all, so we made it to Beaumont, which is a city that's like 20 minutes outside of Vidor or Vidor, or whatever they want to call it. The population here is like 65% black, and it's 20 minutes outside of Vidor. I wonder how that works, and I wonder if anybody in this city or whatever knows anything about Vidor. So we're about to talk to like some of the locals and see if anybody knows anything. What's up, man? Quick question. You know anything about Vidor, Texas?
Vidor?
Yeah. Why are you making a face?
I just know about it.
What do you know about Vidor?
I just know. I don't know about it.
Huh?
I just know. I don't know that.
What's wrong with it?
What you mean? Yeah, I see that.
Huh?
Just don't go there.
Oh, I'm thinking about going there right now.
Take you to trip, you know? Wrong place at the wrong time, right?
Alright, man, I'll let you know about my experience. Is Vidor a place that we should be wary of or something like that? I don't know. But as soon as he started talking, the lady was like shaking her head, telling him not to talk to her.
Yeah, but now take yourself to no fire.
Why not, man? I was thinking about moving out there. I heard it's a great city.
Oh, y'all playing games.
Now, what's wrong with Vidor? Everybody telling me not to go. I don't know why I shouldn't go. Oh, we got 2 people that already told us to avoid Vidor. Think OG know about Vidor? OG, you know anything about Vidor, Texas?
Vidor?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm thinking about moving there. Should I move out to Vidor?
Hey, we used to be fucked up, but it's got blacks out there a lot.
What was wrong with it?
Oh, they didn't want blacks out there.
Oh, they didn't want blacks out there? Should I be careful out in Vidor or something? Like, something wrong?
It ain't like it used to be. It's all right.
It's better now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out today, man. That's where we headed to right now.
All right.
All right, man. You have a good one, all right?
Yes, sir.
See, he said Vidor is good, man. I guess we'll gotta ask some more people. Excuse me, OG. Just a quick question for you. Do you know anything about Vidor, Texas?
Yeah. It's 8 miles from Beaumont.
I heard some bad stuff about it. You know anything about it?
Well, that's years ago, and folks that are real racist things.
Okay.
Before that goes.
Because I was thinking about moving in that area. Do you think I should or not?
I wouldn't take a trip over there. They got that keen on black people live there, very few.
I see a lot of black people here.
They're Beaumont.
Yeah.
Like, where you from?
I'm from O Block, like out in Chiraq. I heard some bad stuff about Vidor, so.
But Vidor is not ideal for blacks. It's still what it is. It was a racist type community with lily white for years and years and years. Now it's a few blacks in there, but not too many.
Do you think they still have like the same image as they used to?
Oh yeah, they got the same image. Stickers. It's better than they got to raised up in this, in their bloodline. I'm not saying that people that live there all lazy. They're clans. That's the center of the clan, and the clan was recognized as being their holding spot. But not be a place for a young man like yourself.
Right.
Not trying to do something with yourself you can. But Beaumont's right there. Beaumont is Vidor like it's here. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, across the bridge in Vidor.
Yeah.
Across the bridge in Beaumont. You can live there if you like country living.
You gotta be a little careful.
More or less. Gotta be careful because it's not really welcoming to us.
How long have you been in Beaumont?
Off and on, man, like 20 years. I got my kids down there. They live in Houston. Vidor is nowhere far from my game. Even now, in Europe, It's not an ideal place.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. I appreciate you talking to me, though.
Okay, yeah, no
Thank you,
problem,
man.
man.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Have a good one. But him, he didn't seem, I guess, the change in how Vidic has been. Because apparently it was a lot worse than what it is now, but it still got that same, like, stigma. All right, so far, everyone that I've been speaking to are telling me basically not to really go there and that they've heard stories. Nobody's ever, like, gave me, like, any firsthand experiences. I don't really know what to expect. Let's just got to see for ourselves, you know what I mean? Can't really take people's word for it. How you doing, man? Quick question for you, man. You ever heard of Vidic, Texas?
Yeah.
You know anything about it? Like,
It's racist as hell, that's it.
I was thinking about moving out there. You think I should or not?
I wouldn't spend nothing about it.
What makes them racist out there? Like, why are they racist?
That was their ancestors have been like that from the beginning.
You ain't never been there before?
I worked out there a couple of times.
Do you have any, like, personal experiences at all? Nah. You just stay away from it now?
I just don't hold it.
Okay. I appreciate your time, man.
Don't put it on Facebook.
He knows something about it. I was thinking about moving to Vidic, Texas, but everybody's telling me not to.
How old are you, man?
I'm only 24.
24.
So I don't really know too much about it.
Where you from?
I'm from O-Block.
From what?
Chirac.
They told you a good thing.
I shouldn't move to Vidic. Like, why is that? Nobody's, like, giving me any reason.
Well, about historically, all white, very prejudicial, and when we start integrating here, a lot of white people moved over there to abstain from integrating. Probably got some blacks over there, because I had a partner who used to go with a white girl over there. You know what I mean? He told me, the best thing for a black man is a black woman, and they have not changed. You in the time of Trump, man. I'm 74, you know, I'm a child of the 60s. It's just as tuneless now as it was back then. When I retired, I was making over 100-something grand a year. Got my own land, my own home, all of that stuff paid for, but you have to suffer for it. You know, if I gonna give you nothing here, driving while black, get caught in a town, they still have Ku Klux Klan and all this stuff over there. You got to suffer. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing to make it. You got to suffer. They got 16 miles of jail between here and Port Arthur, 69. For every black man that didn't want to listen, but you can make it here, but you got to suffer.
I appreciate you taking your time to talk to me, though.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
All right.
You have a blessed day. Thank you. I like talking to, like, the older black men, bro. They always, like, give you, like, a story. You can ask them one question, and it'll lead them, like, giving you, like, some sort of wisdom or some sort of story or anything. That's how my dad is, too. But it's another person telling me not to go to Vidic. So let's go to Vidic. As we made our way into Vidic, we decided to drive around the small town, curious to what we would see. And to no surprise, it looked just like what any majority white neighborhood would look like. Trump signs, American flags, more Trump signs, it just kept going. I was told from one of the locals that to restore their image, the city demanded the removal of any offensive signs towards other races. But nothing made me feel uneasy until I saw this. I've heard stories of the offensive signs, even stories of a black baby doll wrapping a Confederate flag that hung from a tree. But again, I didn't see much that shocked me, so I decided to stop places to see if I'd get any interactions. Based off everything I read and heard, I surprisingly didn't get anything negative, just weird looks from time to time that I get anywhere else. I started to lose hope. Maybe they aren't racist. Maybe they changed their image. Maybe everything was a myth. Or maybe I was wrong. I'm just thinking that y'all wouldn't be lying. Good, how are you? Say it again. Yeah, so it's,
Oh,
but he's like trampling.
okay.
Yeah, it's new to me. When I first met him, that's the entrance.
Sure, yeah, I could.
I'm not
What y'all doing? What shopping?
shopping around and stuff. We're thinking about moving here. Yeah.
It's like. Not more, but it used to be. You still got some store back. I ain't going on downtown.
It's under,
Like, live here. No,
it's not like,
down in the bottom. There's some old stores.
Yeah, there he is, but
There's still.
wait, so what is it like, what is sundown?
Here.
What is sundown town? Like, what does that mean?
That goes down.
Like everybody just leaves?
They're just very prejudiced here. So a lot of the old timers, not like our people, but
Right.
some of the old timers.
I appreciate the honesty, man. Huh? He said that's a brother. Hey, you don't want him, man?
Oh, no, why?
You only gonna cut me? I thought it was, yeah, 500K. Maybe if you, maybe we can split it. Then me and you can just ditch town.
Get out of here.
Listen,
Hey, did you know him?
so if you win, you give me half, you take half, me and you, we go buy like a mansion somewhere.
Yeah, okay. What'd you do with my wife? You hit her again?
Is she bad?
Let's not talk about my wife more. You could get that.
I'm just saying.
I know I said don't talk about my wife.
You brought her up to me, son.
Huh? What'd I say?
You brought her up to me.
You get dick.
You don't hit me.
And you're gonna get me on the damn floor.
Don't put me on the floor.
What?
It's a little dirty.
Do you find out the guy? Where's the wife?
Hey, man, where's she at, man?
Oh, I'm gonna find us somewhere right here.
You need help? No, I'll help you. What's
I
up?
don't, you need to stand, bro.
What
No, what that? Hey,
happened? I'm trying to help you out, man. What's it?
you-
What the fuck is all right, man. That was the one that said, oh, that's a brother. Yeah, that's the one that played out, oh, that's a brother right there. I thought he was joking. He didn't cool it for it. I thought he was joking. I thought he was just joking with each other. And then he brought up his wife. Next thing you know, he said he's gonna put me on the floor. How you doing, sir? I'm thinking about moving here. Do you know like where like a good area would be at?
Not here.
Why not?
This is a pretty racist area.
Why are they racist here?
I don't know. It's been that way since I was a kid.
Alright, man, you have a good thank you, man. See, I'm getting like mixed emotions, but it's like the dude that was like threatening to put me on the ground confused the shit out of me. I can't tell if he was joking or if he was being serious.
I'm filming for YouTube.
We're doing an OnlyFans scene. We're doing the build up right now. You want to collab?
Yeah.
How old are you?
18.
Even better, you just met the benchmark. What's your name, man?
Hey,
You got a nice figure on you, man.
thank you.
God can recruit you. What's your girl?
No, that's my cousin.
Oh, your cousin? Oh, y'all don't get down like that? I'm from Alabama, man. I don't know if he was serious about trying to put me on the floor or if he was just like, that's how he acts when someone speaks about his wife, which I didn't speak about her. He brought her up. I don't mean to interrupt y'all. I'm new here, but I'm thinking about moving out here. What would be like the best area that I should go in?
Yeah,
Fuck away from all that
basically,
shit.
if you go over the road tracks, you went too far.
Y'all all from here?
Yeah.
Y'all been here all y'all's lives?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm from Beaumont.
Oh, you're from Beaumont?
Yeah, I lived in Beaumont for like 8 years, and then I moved out here.
Somebody mentioned something about like a sundown town or something.
That's
It's old.
That's how they are now.
This is about the best way to do it.
But they didn't tell me what that was. What is that?
Well, yeah, it's
That was an old myth, it was a long time ago, you know, it's nothing like that anymore.
I'll get how y'all's here. Y'all take care. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, see ya. As soon as I mentioned sundown town, they started scattering. Alright, y'all, so far, my experience here, I mean, we're not here at nighttime, which is obviously when they tell you to leave, but I haven't really got any bad experience so far. Everybody's just like so hesitant to speak about the whole sundown situation, apparently. Yeah, I mean, y'all let me know. I mean, if y'all think anything different, y'all let me know. I've seen a lot of bad stuff about this place. But again, like, we're not here at night, so it's like, I don't know if it's different at night. How about this, y'all? Y'all get this video to 50K likes. I will stay in a sundown town for 24 hours. I will stay overnight. I'll get me like a little hotel. Yeah, how about that? Get the video to 50K likes. I will come back and go trick-or-treating here. Who should I dress up as? A monkey, okay. Alright. I was struggling to find locals to talk to due to the low population of the town. So I found out there was a high school football game, and with everyone denying the sundown town allegations and pretty much welcoming me into the city, I thought going to the football game would be a great idea. And let's just say, it didn't go quite how I thought it. Let's get my leg for you all, because we might be here until after dark. I don't know what happens after dark. That's when people are telling me to leave. As for right now, I'm not getting any red flags from being here. Nothing's happening. So everything that y'all see on the internet, don't believe. I might have to bite my tongue on that later on. I don't know what's gonna happen. Brody? Wilmington. Wanna go here? Play sports. What y'all play?
Football. That's our quarterback.
You a good quarterback?
We don't really pass the ball. I throw 3 picks.
You threw 3 picks already?
No, I threw 3 picks in 3 games. But every time I throw a pick, we win. And then the one time I got 3 passes, we freaking lose.
Yeah. What's y'all record?
We're not.
I can tell. It's 44-0 in the third quarter.
You're taller than. Wait, I see that.
People say I'm shorter.
No, you're taller.
Say it loud.
You're way taller in the videos. Or, I mean, in person than the videos.
Type shit. Y'all heard that I'm 6'7". Wait, so it's the sundown time, so I should leave before it gets dark?
Premium cuts of meat without the premium prices. It's an Aldi thing.
This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR.
What is Stitch Fix? Great question. I happen to be a Stitch Fix stylist, so I'm going to tell you how it works. Think of your Stitch.
Well,
20 years ago, I would have been 4 years old. Yeah, people told me not to come here.
Oh, why?
Said it's,
Because we're racist. That's so stupid.
yeah, y'all don't seem racist, man.
Every single bar.
I don't know. I was just here. I looked it up and seen that y'all had a game, so I just pulled up.
You had to pay to get in.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You should have told them, do you see this guy? Why are you here?
I'm not recruiting. I just started 7 on 17. Yeah.
For football? Varsity, right here. You need some big boys in your life.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, your best bet is right. Boy, get my ass.
You my best bet?
Get some big boys in your life.
So you say he sucked? He sucked?
I'm not saying he sucks, but look.
No, you can say he sucked. Go ahead.
He sucks.
He sucked, yeah, okay.
But look, big boys, you need some big boys in your life.
Okay, no Diddy though. Just making sure.
Look, you see all these skinny people?
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna recruit skinny. When's the last time you had a fat boy as a kid? Exactly.
You got me there, man.
Dude, no, I put him out from the hallway down there and all the phone you, man.
What up, man?
I walked past her and I see the BBC looking on, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, that's it. I thought you were a fan or something, but then I was like, what you doing at Martin?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
How'd you find your way over here? Like, honestly.
I made a wrong turn. And I just kept straight. And now I'm here. But it's just so random. I don't even know why I'm here. If this video gets 50K likes, I'll probably come back and do a trick or treat. I told him I was going to come down here for trick or treat. He's going to tell me the dress has a big penis.
My girlfriend did that.
That's what they told me to go as, bro.
$1 to streak the field right now.
$1 to streak the field? That's not enough money for me, man.
Alright. I'm the only one that thinks I'm not.
He's drawing something.
What's the chain for?
What's up?
My boy,
What's up?
I just came driving up. I was speeding. Fuck, I see the picture. Boy, I was speeding.
Why would you speak? You need to obey laws. Officers right here.
No, it's not right. I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here.
Why aren't you supposed to be here? Why are you supposed to be here?
Because I'm in DDP. I got in trouble for beating the fuck out of a dude 3 times.
Officer.
Stop chilling.
Made a wrong turn. Now I'm here.
Bro. He's hopping up about this, brother. He's hopping like, hey, no nigga.
Hey, what's wrong with the town, man? I'm having fun. I'm having a blast right now.
This town is being racist.
So I should leave?
Nah. You got it, bro.
But they said I shouldn't be here when the sun goes down. It's dark outside.
Yeah.
That's weird. Hey, you wanna know what Jasper did?
What's up?
Jasper tied a black dude and drove him on a car till he died. Swear to God.
Hey, but yeah, one of them got all over here. The people that didn't even have the death sentence when I was in Missouri, put their signature there. Some guys from Jasper get it.
How far is Jasper? I'm gonna go there.
It's literally like an hour. You get on this highway, or you just get
Take care of my
I ain't gonna speak.
Hey,
Take a wrong turn up there.
Jasper, see what Jasper's talking about. All right, all of y'all. Great meeting all of y'all, man. Y'all might give me a reason to come back.
50K. 50K likes. He said 50K
All right,
likes.
everybody tell 50K likes for me to come back.
Come on.
Hey.
50K likes, I'll go trick or treating in a sundown town. He wants me to be in a penis costume, so I guess I'll be in a penis costume.
Why you not taking? You're gonna take a picture with our character. You can't even phone on screenshot. Can't you mama hurry up? 7:13.
I know, man. It's got sun going down, man. Hey, y'all pray for me, all right? Y'all might not see this video. So there you have it. My first experience as a black man in a sundown town. Yes, we had questionable interactions. Yes, it has a terrible history. And yes, I was told not to go. But all in all, I didn't get the feeling that I wasn't welcomed. Shout out to everyone who showed me love here. And although I didn't have a bad experience, I was also told not to be here at night which is when I left. So I'm curious to see if what they say happens at night is true. So I will be back, trick-or-treating in a sundown town.
Global One Motor Oil keeps engines running like new for longer because every mile matters.
Chrome Brilliance, pre-loved Rolex, custom Lamco diamond vessels. Reverse.
Okay guys, so it is currently 4:39 in the morning. We are at the airport because we are about to go somewhere where it could potentially be very dangerous. Maybe not.
Who was accused of murdering a man by setting the victim's trailer on fire?
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that has taken place in this location. I feel like we should go. It's very dangerous, and my cameraman is terrified. So I'm gonna need you. Don't. It's too early. So my cameraman is terrified. So I gotta hold his hand throughout this entire process and everything. I'm excited. I'm honestly excited. It's gonna be very interesting, honestly, because I don't know what could take place while we're there, which is indeed true. This place is considered the last free place in America, with no running water, electricity, or sewage. It leads me to wonder, how do people even survive? Which is why I've decided to spend 24 hours here to see if not only will I survive.
I'm kind of known around here. You know what I'm saying?
But also to potentially uncover for myself if everything I've seen online is true. This is surviving Slab City. Yeah, remind me never to do that for a clip again. That's it. I try to get some cinematic stuff going. Maybe it's just not my speed. That took way too long. That was a long way up and long way back down, I'm not gonna lie. And I got egos while I was up there. Can we go beat his ass? I was thinking about going up again, come back down and like talking and doing. I'm not doing all of that, I'm not gonna lie. I think I have to enjoy the voiceover, bro. I can't. Excuse me, sir. I'm about to go to a city where there's absolutely no laws. What's your best advice for me? I'm about to go to a city where there's absolutely no laws, and I'm gonna spend 24 hours there. What's your best advice for me?
I have no idea. I guess keep your buddy close. Stay out of trouble.
I don't like him. So if I need to sacrifice anybody, should I?
Absolutely. Just make sure you get your camera back.
You're a smart man. If they're chasing me and I trip you, just toss me the camera. In fact, I might leave all of this. And we do have a slight problem with the fact of our flighting at the wrong gate, and we might not get on this plane. It says we're going to New Orleans. We're not going to New Orleans. Mardi Gras. We can throw some beads. Oh no, you gonna catch beads. Part of me wants to go over and rub his head. Just because it's so bald. When you hold your drink so you can zoom in. Maybe do your job correctly. I gotta reset. Sometimes a part of me wants to rub his bald head. Zoom in. Good boy. As we are boarding the plane, it got me thinking, why am I actually doing this? Why am I willing to put myself in a world of the unknown, knowing that it could be dangerous and knowing that I could be risking myself? Although it's for you guys' entertainment, I wanted to actually capture my raw experience, not the overly dramatic videos you see online, or the stage videos people make to get a more entertaining video, but a true and real reaction to what Slab City is really like. With that in mind, let's buckle up and head to Los Angeles. Finally made it here. We are in the lovely Los Angeles, California. All right, so y'all haven't picked up on exactly what we're doing. We are here in Los Angeles, and we are going to be, we have something else that we're planning on doing while we're here, but what we're going to be doing today, we're going to take a 3.5 hour drive down to Slab City. We are hoping to do a 24 hours in pretty much the most dangerous city in the entire US. And I have to make it my objective to stay 24 hours. Like I mentioned before, my cameraman is shaking his boots or nervous either. But don't speak. Wait till we get there with no slabber. The views, the mountains, the deserts, and even what looks like something straight out of Jurassic Park, we were enjoying ourselves. Maybe a little too much. But
as we kept driving, we started to notice that we haven't seen a lick of civilization for quite some time now. And that's when things started to look a bit sketchy, which could only mean one thing: we have made it to Slab City.
Alright guys, after a long, brutal day of traveling, we have made it here to Salvation Mountain. It is currently closed, so I want to be respectful to their place, and I'm not going to impede on what's going on over there. Unfortunately, we didn't get here in time to be able to go over there. It actually, like, this is actually beautiful. I don't know, it seems so beautiful out here. Like, just looking at this, I see why people come out here. Yeah, guys, we have made it to Salvation Mountain, just right outside of Slab City, which we will be going to in just a little bit. I feel like we're doing it a little different than most creators. Most creators come during the day. We're coming at night, which could be a little bit more dangerous because we haven't even got to introduce ourselves to the community.
Which in a situation like this isn't the best idea. An outsider coming in with a big camera, not really ideal. But luckily enough, we actually ran into someone or something.
We're going to to the gallery. The gallery having a party right now.
Oh, they're having a party?
Yeah. You guys want to go? It's down the road.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go.
Alright guys, so 5 minutes of being here, we got invited to a party, so let's go party. What's your name, man?
Sergio.
Sergio?
They call me Amanda Panic, and it's a man, duh, to get that man, not Sergio.
So now that we have a random man or panda in our backseat, leading us to a party in the middle of nowhere, what could actually go wrong? When we finally get there, I try to stay by his side as he's the only person I know. And he is showing us around, introducing us to a few people, including Santa Claus.
Another John that I know.
Another John?
John Gallagher. This guy.
John Gallagher? Yes, sir, BBC.
He makes sounds like robots are having sex.
You make music like robots are having sex?
It must be a robot.
And as y'all can see, John has jokes. And not only is he a comedian, but also he's a prodigy of Beethoven.
I'm from Texas.
Texas, oh my God. I grew up in Massachusetts, came out there when I was 17 and then it was secure. Massachusetts sucks.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. And Cameron first, I get
Yeah, let's do it.
Give it the cop that one time.
Let's do it, man, let's do it.
Oh yeah.
You know, you're the first person in all of California that's recognized me so far.
Really? I just remember that. I only know you from that one video where you're pressing that one.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
That's crazy. I see you
What's your name?
My name's Ryan.
Ryan?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yo, first time we ever get recognized, and it's in Slab City. That's actually funny.
And just as I started feeling welcomed after having a personal tour guide, meeting Mozart's, and a supporter in the middle of nowhere, the owner of the party decides to approach me.
Did you get permission?
Sergio brought me out here.
Who's Sergio?
What do you mean, who's Sergio? He literally introduced me to you earlier, and we had a full conversation. How does it come to this?
Yeah, and you gotta kind of get to know all these people and earn their trust. You ain't gonna get any good shit anyways.
Yeah.
I'm kind of known around here.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Alright, y'all, so I want to be respectful to this place because obviously I'm not someone that is typically out here. I wouldn't want someone to disrespect me in my own place. So what I'm going to do is off cam, I'm going to go around, speak to everyone, and then if we are able to get back on the camera, then we will. If not, then I apologize for this event, but we'll definitely pick it up once we step away.
But now I'm being forced to turn off the camera. The entire video is ruined. I have no footage. Except I'm a bit hard-headed and we just turned the light off and recorded anyways, which later brought me to meeting some really cool people.
How long have you been out here?
I've been nomadic since I was 17. I'm a 53. I've traveled all around the world. Right now I'm in between Off-Grid and Joshua Tree. And I just kind of in the wintertime travel around Southern California, do van life events, come to places like Slab City where most folks are living in their vehicles.
How do you like it out here?
I fucking love it. I haven't been to a fucking meeting or haven't had to worry about being on time or like none of that bullshit. Like you can just like live, like be a real fucking human being, wake up and worry about the shit that's important.
How do you like the people out here?
People are great. They're always welcoming. Never run into an issue. Any of the van life events I've ever been to, people are all about community safety. We're all escaping the bullshit that's out here.
Yeah.
So, and we all recognize that.
For someone who's never been here, I guess like so
someone like myself, this is a place that you recommend someone to just come and check out?
Yeah, of course. I mean, what do you think so far? You've been here a couple hours.
I mean, as soon as I got here, I got welcomed with open arms, pulled up, someone told us to come out here, and now we're here. So I know that when it comes to like social media and stuff like that, there's like a bad, people portray it in a bad way.
Stigma's got a bad stigma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I like about what I do is that I go to places that are deemed bad or unsafe, and I give them my true reaction to it. And I just wanted to show that it's not necessarily like that. Like, obviously, you're gonna have some people that are just bad, but not everyone. So it's like, just because you have one bad apple on the tree, it's like you cut down the whole tree.
I'm not gonna lie, someone please put that on the shirt. I'm feeling like Shakespeare. But anyways, after speaking to this guy, man, honestly, my favorite person in this entire city.
Wait, what's your YouTube channel?
Kendrick Curry.
Yeah, definitely how.
We got Candy, was it Candy Dance?
No, Candy Dancer.
Candy Dancer. So he gives out candy and he dances. We met him earlier. Hit your dance, hit your dance. Okay, go Candy, go Candy, go Candy.
What about the coolest kid in Slam City?
You're the coolest kid ever. You're the #1 kid in the world.
Yeah, I'm the coolest kid. That's the ugliest cameraman.
Yep. The ugliest cameraman. That was his word.
Wait, so I'm gonna be in a video?
Yeah, you're gonna be in it.
What's the video?
It's just gonna be about Slab City.
You
Yeah.
gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah.
It's all the naked.
We're gonna
Yeah.
like naked people. You be going out there.
Not every, no.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
can be
haven't-
honest with me.
I
That's
take
good.
baths in. Just take a bath in this hospital.
I don't know if I want to take a
When's the
bath
last
there.
time you took a bath?
Last time I took a bath?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
When's the last time you took a bath?
I don't know.
Yeah, take baths. Have you taught him what deodorant is or basic hygiene?
He doesn't know what that is. Well, we're having a conversation.
Look, can he hear us?
No, he can't hear
He
it.
isn't gonna watch your video, is he?
I'm gonna make sure he doesn't watch it.
Okay.
But if he does watch it, he ain't gonna do nothing anyways.
He don't care if you can fight. Can you fight? Can you just show me some boxing or taekwondo?
I'm gonna put my hands up. You gotta hit it. All right, come on. Go ahead. No, that's patty cake, man. Put your hand up. I'm gonna go. All right, so boom.
Hey, why'd you get this so long? I hope you get banned off YouTube for hitting kids. Yeah.
So you gonna do me like that?
What is that?
My heart monitor.
What do you need?
I got an erectile dysfunction.
What's that?
Called a bonnet.
How did I get one?
I got one in my car. You want one?
Yeah.
Candy Dancer wants a bonnet, and luckily enough, I have one. I don't know, I like him, but we're gonna get him a bonnet.
There's a dog somewhere. I can't see it.
Bro, you don't shut your scary ass up. You was a dog, man. All right, Candy, you're gonna be crowned. You're gonna be a member of the BBC. Here you go, man. There you go. You got you one now.
How cool do I look? Oh, wait. How much money do you have? How much money do you make on YouTube?
I don't make any money on YouTube. I have a job. I work at Walmart. Yeah. Are you laughing at me for working at Walmart? Candy, look at me. Candy, are you laughing at me?
That's a good job.
Why are you laughing at the fact that I work at Walmart?
It's a good paying job. YouTube sucks anyway.
I thought we were just friends.
We are. We're best friends.
We're best friends. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
I go to 6'7".
Oh, you're 6'7".
How old are you?
Okay, see, now I'm getting the onk jokes.
Wait, can you sing?
I can't sing.
Try.
Oh, say, can you? We gotta come back just for him.
25 million.
25K likes, man. We're gonna get together, okay? We're gonna play some games, and you're gonna show me around. We're gonna have some fun, all right, man? We're gonna have some fun. And you can... Okay, don't do that again. 25K likes, me and Candy's gonna link you back up. And just like that, not even 2 hours into being in Slab City, I met a friend. And he fit into the channel like he's been here all along. Understanding the lingo, the jokes, and making fun of the cameraman.
Okay, we can call him.
Buddy, can't call. Wait, no one said you could talk. No the cameraman's place, buddy. Hey, calm her down. Alright, good boy. wait, give me a handshake, give me a handshake. No, give me a handshake. I got him back.
You can't quit, you can't afford to quit, man.
I'm back at 30 cents.
30 cents? No, you don't get a raise. 15 cents.
No, not for that. Look at him. He's a peasant. Slab City's a place where you can be as open as possible. It doesn't matter how he dresses, the way he dresses, he deserves to get me.
This is why I like him, man. This is like a little me. Why are you looking at me like that? Tell me why that smile on his face. You gotta say it with a straight face. You can't laugh.
Now, although my time with Candy Dancer was cut short because he had to go, I would love to have him back. So with that being said, 25K likes on this video, we are going to give him the best day possible. Now moving on to another Slab City local, just be mindful as he has Tourette's.
One second, I got Tourette's, kind of slows me down.
How would you rate your experience out here in Slab City?
I love it. I mean, rating it with a number is hard, but I really enjoy it. I try to come here every winter season since I hit the road. A lot of folks who come out here and report on it or have heard about it, they either like focus on just the good and overlook glamorize just the good, or they focus on just the bad and glamorize that. There's multiple sides to it, you know. So a lot of us are homeless or travel and know like how important it is to have community come together to help each other. There also is, it does get rough too. There are arsons, murders, etc., and also just folks having ongoing beef with each other. That doesn't mean that if you live here or visit here that those things will happen to you, but you will be in some proximity to them. I'd recommend stay a bit longer, get to meet the locals, go to the like social gatherings that we have, really get involved with like the culture here, even if it's just for like a few nights, because then you can really see Slab City for what it's like. It's like if you're gonna travel to Japan and you want to know what Japan is like, you wouldn't just go as a tourist, you'd go and like hang out with the people of Japan.
After speaking to some of the people here, I've come to realize a lot of them are actually living better than us. They may not have it financially, but what I noticed that a lot of them have that most of us don't is a community. A community that can get together and just have fun. No drama, no separation, and no judgment, just fun. Now, as the night grew late, I decided to let them finish partying, and I grew the courage to go deeper into Slab City, which did not last long.
There's a lot of stuff over there, and I can't see anything. I'm too black for this. I'm gonna turn my back around, and we can explore it during the day. Alright, so that was pretty much the nightlife of Slab City, at least a part of it. Couldn't really explore too much because it is night, and it's not ideally safe for us, so we don't want to do too much. We're about to call it a night, park somewhere, sleep, explore some more in the morning. So yeah, finally actually get to see Salvation Mountain. Catch you on the flip side. See y'all in the morning.
The dream for me would be if someone listened to something that I made or watched a show that I made and felt like some sort of catharsis or felt like they weren't so alone in a feeling. Because that's what songwriting is for me.
Oh, hey,
I'm
y'all.
writing stuff so I feel less alone. And by sharing it, I help
Amara.
feel semblance of that.
Hello, yeah.
Welcome to Caucasian. I would love the world to know the other side of Haiti. Haiti is not only for friends.
Every time I come out here, it's better than the time before. Always.
This is the Haiti that you guys don't see on TV.
My favorite thing about Haiti is the food because Haitian food is so diverse.
I'm not here to tell you that Haiti is perfect, but what you're gonna see in this video today, gonna change your mind, change your perspective about this country.
Haiti is a great place. It's a small country in the Caribbean. You can travel through cruise lines. You can travel by plane. There's many ways you can come here.
Haiti has been obtaining native properties in more than 50 islands and cays, located between the Atlantic Ocean and the Caribbean Sea, and share border with the Dominican Republic. It's home to over 11 million people. French and Haitian Creole are the country's official languages, but most people speak Creole.
Ça fait fier de mon local, façon de parler, ça c'est eux. Les gens font côté du monde toujours vivant de nos
What makes Haiti special is the blend of African heritage with the Caribbean life and the diversity you have in each region. And today, we're going to explore one of Haiti's oldest and most historic cities, Cap Haitian.
Listen, we're in Cap Haitian, baby.
What I like the most about living in Cap, I am totally at peace. I can, walk around without hesitation. I'm not scared to be in the streets by myself late at night. I love that about you.
Just la web, mon ka konake moun ka bel, bel plage, en pile site touristique qui rejoint nous ensemble avec l'histoire.
Cap Haiti is located in the northern part of Haiti, just a few hours from the border with the Dominican Republic. If you ever wonder why Haiti, a French and Haitian Creole-speaking country, shares one island with the Dominican Republic, a Spanish-speaking country, let me explain. More than 500 years ago, this entire island was one land called Hispaniola. It was first home to the Taino people way before Christopher Columbus arrived in 1492. Years later, France settled on the western side of the island, while Spain remained on the east. In 1697, the two countries signed a peace treaty called the Treaty of Ryswick that officially gave the western side to France. Then in 1804, after defeating the French and winning its independence, Haiti became the first black republic in the world. And today, the eastern side of the island that was ruled by the Spanish became the Dominican Republic years after Haiti won its independence, which made the western side of the island today Haiti.
Alright, so we are here in the street of Cap Haitian right now. We're exploring the beautiful street. One thing that will catch your attention here is like the architecture of the houses. So they all have a similar vibe. Even the new houses, they still build the same way. You can see the door, they all has the same vibe, the same look. Walking through the street of Cap Haitian, you'll definitely feel like you're back in time. We're having some fresh coconut water here. What a good way to start the day, folks.
C'est un gros archive en plein air. Faut que chaque bout de chaque rue, c'est un chapitre dans l'histoire du pays. C'est là qu'il y a des gros événements. Des événements qui changent le monde.
I am now standing at the place that changed the world's history, a place that created the first black republic in the world.
Vertière, c'est le berceau de la liberté des nègres et c'est le tombeau de la colonisation, de l'esclavage. C'est là l'armée d'Haïti, l'armée des pieds à terre, l'armée d'anciens esclaves là, ils ont battu. Puis voilà l'armée qui était dans l'époque là, l'armée Napoléon et nous dit esclavage. Colonisation, ça aboli. Vertière marque l'histoire de tout notre pays. Il y a près de 20 pays sur la terre. C'est Haïti qui a eu liberté. Nous pas tout le temps de notre liberté. Peut-être pas nous. Nous colporter dans plusieurs pays, plusieurs autres côtés. Nous faisons tout ça. Ça c'est extraordinaire. Vertière c'est un plus gros événement qui passait dans l'histoire du pays d'Haïti. Il y a un plus gros lieu historique qui gagne tout nègre.
So black people, wherever you're from, this is your home. This place shall be the place where every black people can even once a year to celebrate our freedom.
Before doesn't know about Haiti. The land and the beach we have, also the history of the country. If they really learn about it, they're gonna go crazy because we have everything to mix it.
Pas mon pays dans le Caraïbe là, qui a l'histoire ça là. Pas mon pays. En Amérique latine là, qui a l'histoire. Le pays d'Haïti qui a l'histoire du local. Pas mon pays dans le Caraïbe là, qui a une culture du local.
Haiti captures both a Caribbean and African lifestyle, which makes it unique for tourism. It's a country where Caribbean beauty meets a rich African heritage, creating a culture, identity, and a way of life found nowhere else on earth. Despite its incredible history and natural beauty, Haiti remains one of the least visited destinations in the Caribbean. and surprisingly one of the most expensive ones to travel through. Over the next 5 days, I'll be exploring Cap Haitian, one of Haiti's most historic cities. Together, we'll uncover the stories that shape the nation, meet the people who keep its culture alive, discover the hidden beaches, taste its food, experience the nightlife, and see what everyday life is really like beyond the headlines. To make that journey as well as possible, I'm giving myself a budget of $1,000 for the entire trip. My goal is to experience the very best of Cap Haitian without spending a single dollar more. Alright guys, I just checked in at my hotel and this is what you can have for about $100. A night here in Cap Haitian, queen size bed right here, and this is a king size bed. So we got beautiful light, AC, I got my little working area. And here you have the bathroom. But if you come into Cap Haitian, make sure that you double check because hotel prices here at Cap Haitian are quite different based on time that you come in and also location. So guys, so right here, we got cool pay with cashews from Cap Haitian. So this is the place that I've always wanted to try. And it's finally come to my table.
You need to mention, I took you to the best place to have
and right here we have some white rice. And we have some fried plantain. Here this is the bean sauce. This is what we're gonna try, we're gonna eat today. This is my first time trying the sauce pool pay with cashews that you'll find only in Cap Haitian. Exploring places for me always start with the market because this is where the people actually are. You can see the faces of the country, the smiling face of the places. But it is the fish market right here. You have salt fish.
The challenges of the people here is everyday living because you know you gotta wake up every day, you gotta eat every day, you gotta. So basically, they find ways to. That's why you see a lot of people selling stuff in the streets because you know they're doing their own businesses. You could see that person probably save some money and start selling because they create their own job opportunities so they can eat every day.
Well, we're having an ice cream. Those guys are, the most important thing is not about the ice cream, but those young guys, they are trying to get something done, not to sit around. You know, they come on the street trying to start their small businesses. How is it? How does it taste?
That is good, good boy.
This is good, right?
Ice cream.
Haitians have a way of finding solutions for every situation and every problem. You will not see Haitian families just sit down and begging, that's it. No, they will find a way to eat, they will find a way to wash cars for money, they will find a way to start a small business around the corner of the streets. They find their own opportunities and that's how they sustain their living every day.
In that same entrepreneurial spirit, there's stuff in the streets. It's also inspiring a new generation of businesses that are changing the way people live. One of them is The Eat, a food delivery platform created by young Haitian entrepreneurs. Think of it as the Haiti's version of Uber Eats. With just a few taps in your phone, you can order from a local restaurant and have your meal delivered almost anywhere in the city. I met with one of the people behind The Eat to learn how they are using technology to solve everyday problems and why they believe innovation has a bright future in Haiti.
The Eat, c'est une plateforme e-commerce qui réunit différentes entreprises sur une seule application pour permettre que clients bénéficient de un service de livraison. Une fois que vous avez une application, vous pouvez monter, vérifier qui entreprise vous besoin, vous faire commande et puis nous-mêmes, nous avons géré la question de livraison. Nous avons environ un certain restaurant et pour chauffeur, on va dire environ une cinquantaine.
Est-ce que c'est une plateforme qui représente le futur dans le business en Haïti?
The Eat, c'est le futur d'Haïti. Parce que The Eat, c'est un véritable écosystème qui côté, on va dire, qui est avantageux pour ni restaurants, ni livreurs et ni clients. On va dire que quand tu es dans l'école, c'est étudiant, c'est l'école. Donc, ils sortent de l'école, ils ont un côté qui permet de faire l'argent. Et pour restaurant, c'est une plateforme qui permet peut-être que les gens ne connaissent pas le restaurant. Mais grâce à la plateforme, les gens vont monter sur la plateforme, ils vont quantité de restaurants et puis vérifier le menu restaurant, ça va intéresser les gens. Et puis, ils passent de la donne.
Stories like these show that Haiti is not only a country looking back at its history, it's also a country where young people are creating, innovating, and building solutions for the future.
Some people have Airbnbs, some people have extra houses, extra places they want to rent out or their friends can come. So I'm working on organizing all of that under one platform to make it easy for anyone in the world could just go online and book a trip to Haiti and learn every different activities. If you're on a business trip, this is where to go. If you want more views, landscaping, this is where to go. So this is what I'm working on organizing so we can focus on advertising the destination. When you see those other places, they have a lot of advertisement for their destinations. They never stop promoting their destinations. In terms of advertising, marketing, Coca-Cola is one of the biggest companies in the world. They still advertise every day. So we're not the biggest destination around the world. We might be one of the great ones, but we need advertisement for our destinations. We need good content creators like you guys. We need a lot of these people to come here to showcase what we have and to structure the business and advertise, market the destination, because that's what we have to sell.
For too long, we've let other people tell our story, but it's time to tell it ourselves. One thing Haiti has never lacked of is the beauty. From its mountains and beaches to its rich culture and history, this country has everything it needs to become one of the Caribbean's most unique destinations. So why do few people see? Over the last few years, Haiti has been in the headlines because of insecurity and gang violence happening in its capital city, Port-au-Prince.
Haiti is on the verge of the abyss.
We're back in Haiti. 6 months on, and the gangs here now control nearly all the capital Port-au-Prince.
Those stories told by the Western media has shaped how many people see the entire country, which doesn't help with tourism.
What's going on in Port-au-Prince is not what's going on in Haiti. Like, it's like saying New York has an issue and then the United States has a problem. No, it's just one part. Port-au-Prince, and this is the rest.
Just like in any other country in the world, there are certain places you cannot go to Haiti, but you can come to Cap-Haïtien, you can go to the south, you can go to Okai, you can go to Port-Salut and explore all the beautiful things you can in Haiti.
While Haiti has some of the most beautiful landscapes in the Caribbean, traveling here is not always easy. With limited infrastructure and high costs can make visitors think twice.
Everything is expensive here if you need the standard. If you need international standard, the fact that it's so complicated to get everything over here and it's tough to maintain because it's not a huge market. So therefore, the profit is small. If you want to go to the beach, there's ways you can go to the beach that is not expensive, but there's also, if you want to rent a boat to visit the coastline, to do all the great beautiful stuff, to go to Ilara, to go to Cadras, all those crazy beautiful destinations, it will cost you a little more. It depends on your group size. It'll cost you 1,000 to 1,500 also. And for food, you know, it's fresh food. The fisherman goes straight into the water, go fishing in the morning, and you eat the catch of the day. So it's amazing. to get that. And it costs a little more than the regular frozen food that you eat at any regular restaurant. So if you want a little more experience, so it costs a little more. But if you would compare to different places in the world, I would say it might be a little more expensive to come to Haiti, but the experience is priceless.
But despite those challenges, there are people working every day to create unforgettable experiences and show them the side of Haiti. Before arriving in Calcation, I wanted to discover those people, the ones who are building something positive and creating new experiences for visitors. So I made a post on my Instagram story asking local businesses and entrepreneurs to share what they were doing. And that's when Calcation, the Labadie Experience, reached out, a company that offers unique experiences for visitors. They offered me to come and experience, and just like that, I was on my way to Labadie. Alright, so we made it to Labadie right now, and before I get on the boat, so we're gonna get some fresh coconut water here.
We're going to build a big molly. I let it go and go and go. When they have one nolly for wherever, yeah, not to go yashita. One, or I think we'll build with the shida, you know,
Located on the northern coast of Haiti, about 20 minutes from Calcation, Labadie is the country's most popular tourist destination. Known for its crystal clear waters, white sand beaches, and breathtaking scenery, it's where the Royal Caribbean brings visitors from around the world. In 2019 alone, Labadie welcomed more than 720,000 cruise passengers, making it one of the busiest tourist destinations in the Caribbean. Today, I'm here to show you what makes this place so special and help you discover the side of Labadie that many visitors never get to see. We're hiking on the boat, we're gonna get on the boat. So when you come to the Labadie experience, so this is what you got, bro. This is what you got.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Calcation, the Labadie Experience.
We made it to Ilala. Is that in the water, bro? We are here in Ilala. So this is what we bought to cook. We're gonna have some fish, some lobsters right now. Open Obayo, very good. So we got some crab here, some king crab, fresh seafood everywhere. Look at that, guys. This is still alive. You can't get anything fresher than that.
I follow you. Okay? It's nice to meet you.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Continue it on, okay?
I will.
My name is Fritz Varela. I'm from New York, visiting my country, Haiti, without Labadie, having a great time, enjoying ourselves. 2018, I was here with my wife. We had a friend's birthday party. We came out here, loved it, and she said, you know what, she wants to have a 50th birthday party here. Oh, I said, okay, so problem. And we're here, and it's just amazing, amazing time. Let me kill United.
I came a long time ago.
You don't remember?
I don't remember, but I love here. I love Calcation. That's a very good.
Yeah. It's a very beautiful place.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, but I have a long time. Maybe next year, if I'm still alive.
You'll still be alive. Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
Women can hear you know Calcation is still very nice. Everything nice in the Calcation. I love it.
Yeah,
okay.
Love it. Enjoy. After enjoying the food, we visited a few other beaches before heading back to the hotel. who are experiencing something completely unexpected.
That is the welcome that you have when you come to Labat
Another invite? Why is everyone getting married at the same time? What about the ranch-themed bachelorette party? Gemini? In Chrome? Which of these weekends works best with my calendar? Perfect. I could totally get married on a horse.
I was working on one greasy pan. I went to get a scraper and... That's why I switched to Dawn Pro. It cuts through tough commercial grease and easily rinses away. Dawn Pro, the better professional grease getter.
Old Spice Cashmere and Vanilla Deodorant. 24/7 cologne quality scent.
New Organic Valley Protein Plus. Ultra-filtered milk from cows that are outside grazing while you're inside scrolling.
Hurry in during the Jeep Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Get 0% financing on Jeep Rent.
It's amazing, but wow. So honestly, I didn't expect something like this. I've never thought I could dance. I've never thought, yeah, I love that much. That's how they welcome me here in their village. You know, so a lot of people know Labadie as beaches. You know, a lot of people think Labadie is just one beach actually, but which is multiple beaches, a whole area. And here we made it to the village, and this is where we're gonna stay tonight.
I've been doing this for over 10 years. I have a contract with World Urban. I'm the CEO of Labadie Tradition Tour, and also I'm the CEO of Capation, the Labadie Experience. So that's what we offer to our guests.
Today we're going to take an inside look at the world's oldest profession, prostitution. The earliest known record of prostitution dates back to ancient Babylonia in 2400 BC. It's continued throughout the ages and extended to every corner of the planet. In this video, we visit a street locals call the Hostro in Chicago's most dangerous neighborhood, West Garfield Park.
All right, we're on the block. It's West Garfield Park. And the video today is we're talking to pimps, we're talking to prostitutes, and we're seeing what their life is like, what's the behind the scenes, and asking them questions. So here we go. All right, so what do you go by? Baby? So far, we're not off to the best start. Seems like a contentious business relationship.
A pimp is a prostitute's best friend and worst enemy. While he does protect her body and her money from dangerous men on the street, they are also notoriously heavy-handed and can take 60 to 70% of their employees' revenue.
So we already saw, it looks like it's not such a good relationship between the pimp and hoe. What are the proper terms I should even be using right now? Hoe, prostitute. Yeah.
Basically.
And they won't get offended if I say, how's your doing?
Talking about the pimp?
Yeah, if I ask the pimp, like, how should I refer to his women?
I think you should ask him that.
If you had to guess, what percent of the profit, like, does the pimp keep and the hoe keep?
80 or 20.
Really? Was that him? I don't think he's happy right now. So the mission is always to try and bring the raw shit, film the underbelly of society, catch the raw shit there is. And a lot of this stuff is kind of depressing, is sad, but I mean, this is stuff that happens in every city in America, and I think it's worth looking into and worth asking people what it's like. And I mean, at the end of the day, these are all humans walking around. These are all people that were once kids with aspirations, and maybe they wanted to be a teacher or a fireman or who knows what. and here they are walking corners. I mean, just picture if this was your sister, your mom, or someone you knew. All right, so Kodak Black says in a song that pimping ain't easy. What do you think about that line?
Hell no, pimping ain't never easy.
What is it like?
Shit, maintenance, maintaining.
How should I refer to the employee? Hoe, a trick? What's the proper term?
However you want to refer to them, however you best please you.
What's your preference? Like, how many do you like to have on a roster?
Me, I don't usually be doing it full time. I don't usually be on that type of shit.
Just a little side hustle?
Yeah, I just be getting a little bread here and there when I need it for rent money paid and shit.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Yeah. Motivated, ambitious. And he was dedicated twice.
Cool. Some people, like, it's being a pimp is glorified. Other people think, like, oh man, you're making a living off mistreating women. How do you address both sides of the coin?
I mean, shit, how you mistreat women? If you ain't hurting nobody, shit. Ain't nobody getting hurt.
What makes you say to a customer, don't ever call my phone again?
Shit, if they don't come with the money right away, or they uplift or some shit, some people be up with guns and shit on the female and shit.
And of that bread, how much do they keep, or how much? Like, how do you do your payroll?
I can't disclose that type of shit.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. So you said you got into this 11 years ago. How did you get into this?
Actually, I was in Indiana with my family members, and I met this girl down there, and she portrayed herself to be my friend, but really, she was just willing me in to, for her daddy to grab me.
His daddy's like a pimp?
Yes. He told me he was a pimp after he took me from Indiana and brought me into Chicago, you know?
So he took you away from your family and all your friends.
Yeah.
And kind of you were dependent on him then at that point?
Yeah, exactly. He ended up giving me a drug habit, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know that, I was young at the time.
And is that's the guy that you're talking about?
No.
So this is what made you leave that guy and join up with this guy?
Because I got tired of him abusing me, mentally abusing me, emotionally, you know? And when I met SJ, that's what we gonna call him, SJ.
Yeah.
It was different, you know, he came correct as a person. He didn't judge me no matter what I did, you feel me? Even if I was on the street or I did drugs, he just wanted me to, you know?
So what's the upside for you to do this?
You know something, it's the money that make me do it, you know? Because it's a steady income, you know what I'm saying, and the taxes on it.
Okay, so what are you about to see right now?
Right now, you're going to see her date.
Yeah.
She in that car with a job.
Should you pick, like, how do you make it sure that's safe for your...
Because she's parked in a spot that I know she is.
So
if anything go wrong, she stay close with her. She got to yell, scream. I know exactly what's parked.
So have you ever had to run in and kind of rescue a situation?
Yeah, one day some guy was trying to kill her. You know what I'm saying? Literally trying to kill her with a gun. And one of my friends called and told me where she was at. When I made it right here, she was just getting out the car. And I told her to run. Dude started shooting her. He in jail right now. I know y'all heard about the serial killer that was going to all in this estate, killing them girls, go prostitutes.
She just got done.
Yeah, she just came off the date. This is the safe spot. You know what I'm saying? That is a parking alley because the police pulled up and they see him sitting on a host run. They know most likely.
What did she ask you, son?
She said she could bring him out the door. Yeah, walk.
So what did she just do? Give him a quick job?
Yeah. It depends on what he wanted. Might have been a 30-minute sex.
It seemed like he didn't last that long.
So it might have been just a job. But this how they date because it's more convenient for them to be in a dark in case the police roll down.
How do the police try and crack down on this shit often? No, it seems like this seems like it's pretty out in the open.
Yeah, they ride past and check on the girl. You got some white shirts that come through it just to stop out and see how they doing.
Basically, as long as they're okay, they don't care.
As long as they ain't out here erratic, what I mean by that, like...
Hey, put over there. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Zoom in. They're waving at you. Just zoom in.
Yeah, that's all they do. Just go so much to fluid.
So, how do you view yourself as a person on the scale of good and bad and right and wrong? Yeah.
I don't like it. Off the strength of, that's my girl. And I feel like what I had sexually, another man should have it.
So is she also someone that you were dating?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like anyone I've talked to so far enjoys this business.
No.
It just a means to an end.
Honestly, the reason why a lot of girls do this is just to get high. A lot of them do this just to get high.
So what percentage of these girls do you say are hooked on something?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them. Every last one of them out there. They have, you see people spend $100 on drugs. They bad.
So what did he ask for?
A job.
That seemed like he did things quick over there.
Yeah, you only get 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes for a job.
Really?
Yes. if you got some good head, you're gonna get it done, basically.
And if he doesn't finish in time, does he have to pay again, or?
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay either extra or, you know, leave it at that.
So how are you feeling right now?
Okay, this one of the guy that I was dating is one of my regulars. He usually come every other weekend. And he do a job service for 150. And I get my money, I do him enough, and he goes by his word, I go by mine.
That's quick money for sure. So, what's running through your head right now?
Life.
Life?
Like, you know, or it's gonna get harder.
What would you say it is right now?
Right now, I'm at a point of a standstill. I really don't know what I'm gonna do in life, you know?
You feel a little bit stuck?
Yeah.
Does any of it, like, is any of it a feeling? Like, oh, I didn't, like, me and a customer.
Yeah, actually, yes. Because they police officers, they lawyers.
Really?
Yes.
And this is kind of, they come to you and they want to be hush hush. So you're kind of a mistress of sorts. So how soon does another customer come?
They come back today.
So you have another one coming right now? Like, how do they schedule this shit? How do you know?
Either we get their numbers and they get ours, or we just take back and forth and they stop for us.
They know where to find you. And when's quitting time for you? Like, is it after a certain dollar amount? Is it?
Most of the time, maybe like 5, 6 hours. I start at 5, and then I leave like 5 in the morning.
And is it harder to do in the winter?
No.
And I'm sure in the winter you can't just go in an alley like that and it's going to be icicles and...
Actually, no, it's not that really that hard up in the winter.
No?
Yeah, most of the time we really don't like do the hours unless we're in a car.
So cars are where business happens in the winter?
Yeah, and hotels.
Yeah. That's a John right there. That's as John as it gets. Old ass white. God damn it. Is that a customer or is that a fool?
No, that's one of their girls. The dude in the ground, see, that's his girl wiped up. So he just sitting out there watching her man. Nobody run her. So that's all. Like when I sit out there, we just sit out there to make sure nobody run up and try to hurt them.
Okay, so what does a day in the life look like? Like what time do you start what you do and what time do you get to go to sleep and rest for the night?
It might be 12 o'clock at night, or it might be 4 o'clock in the morning to probably like 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
It looked like a business guy just drove by. Do you get all sorts of people come here? And
Oh yes, we do. I prefer a guy who got a 9-to-5 job.
how many of your customers are regular and how many of them are new?
I got probably about a good 10 regular and probably, who knows how many new ones.
And was there anyone that you had to tell, hey, I can't see you anymore?
Yeah.
Is it because they crossed any lines?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the weirdest thing that a customer's ever tried to request?
Shit in their mouth.
What? And is that a repeat experience for that guy?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's a tough one to pull off, I would imagine.
This house smell like shit when I walk in there. I'll get it going.
Do you enjoy what you do?
No, but it's quick, fast money, you know what I'm saying?
So what, like how much cash does someone have to pull up with for things to get going?
Oh shit, they gotta come with 100. They gotta start off with 100.
Is that like hand blows and then you work your way up?
That's a good job.
Okay. What would you say to anyone that's considering this? Let's say there's a 17, 18-year-old girl out there that's wondering, hey, is this something that I should do? What would you say to them?
I actually cannot talk to them and I tell them that this is not the life they want to start. You're gonna run into pimps, they might kidnap you, throw you in their trunk, take you out of town, you know, for months, years, and then bring you back, you know what I'm saying, really, you know what I'm saying, feel lost to the world because the only person you know is that man.
So are there any pimps that you say are good dudes?
It is what it is. Ain't no good, no bad. Pimps are pimps.
What was your childhood like?
I had a great childhood. Kid, I decided to see what this lifestyle was and I like it. Let me put this up front though. I am a mother of 4 kids, okay? And my kids, I didn't drag my kids into my lifestyle. I made sure my kids was good in a good place and get loved the way I would love them, okay? And also, all 4 of my kids got full scholarships.
Wow. Are there any customers that you like?
Yeah, I like them as friends, you know, they're good peoples, but you know.
And would you ever date a customer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
I'll date you too.
Yeah.
Just let me know what time.
What's the most dangerous situation you've been in from this profession?
Being surrounded by family Mexicans, but I got out of there alive.
That sounds intense.
Yeah, but I bet they gonna think twice before they pick a black girl up again.
So describe yourself in 3 words.
Smart, pretty, bold.
And how long have you been doing this?
For like, excuse me, 15 years.
Yeah, and what have you learned in your time doing this?
Don't trust no one.
No one?
No one.
Is there anyone you feel like you have in your life that you can trust and rely on?
My mom and my daddy.
And what do they know that you're here, or?
They don't like it though.
Yeah. Are you able to see them still?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you say for your clientele, like, do you know most of them, or does it get risky if you don't know? Like, is it always nerve-wracking the first time you get with a customer? No? Is it kind of an adrenaline rush? So part of it is exciting. What's the weirdest thing that customers ever asked you to do?
To have sex with him and let him watch and let somebody
Wow. Are there all sorts of people that will come by? Is it businessmen? Is it guys that run car dealerships? People that work at McDonald's? Like, you can't really predict who's going to roll up. Are there any upsides to this job, and then what are the downsides?
The upside is that you make a lot of money, and the downside is that it comes with a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It comes with a lot of snakes and grindings and dirtiness and grief.
Yeah. I would imagine. What would you say is the most that someone like you ever heard of or yourself has ever made in a night?
I won't say something like this anymore.
I just got one thing to say.
Yeah.
And we all have did drugs out here. You know what I'm saying? Because I did drugs to keep me numb.
Yeah.
But you got people come over trying to stick them up because they know what they're doing. You got people that act like they tricks, let the girl get in the car with them, dating them wrong.
What's the craziest story that has happened?
The weirdest shit I seen, no lie. It was a white girl. She was playing this black dude for his money. He slit her throat and left her ass on the back porch.
Wow.
But that's a John right there. Somebody said one of the girls will get out the car for bait. Yeah, drop him.
Can we film that, or is that?
Yeah. She ended up with a John. See, most of them come with tenant women. So you can't see them, they cop. They don't even want nobody to see them. So you will see a lot of Johns with tenants. You know? They let out the cop. He ain't gonna drop it right here to put out the gas up.
Because he's scared of you guys?
Yeah, because you see a lot of guys out here. That's how it goes. Just like this. You get in the car, come back, get dropped off, next cup.
Wow. So they call this the host role.
Just the whole.
So how did that go?
Actually, it wasn't. It was just a simple blowjob.
Is that what most guys ask for?
Yeah, most guys ask for blowjobs. Me in particular, I don't do sex because I'm a man. You feel me?
So that's the thing you say for him?
Yeah. That's the thing I say for him. But most people, my blowjob be like 180 to 200.
I feel like I heard in Milwaukee it's like $40. That's not enough, huh?
No, it's not at all. I would have flipped the fuck out.
So what was your childhood like?
It was rough. To be honest, it was really rough. You feel me? I had to be grown before I went into it.
What aspects of it were rough?
I had a cousin that used to molest me and my little cousin from when I was 3 until I was 12.
What, 3?
Yeah, he started molesting me when I was 3. My sister caught him.
What percentage of women in your shoes you feel like have had a childhood where they got sexually abused in some way? Is it a high percentage?
I think it is. You know, and then I think like a lot of these girls come out here because they want to find something. They want to be loved. You feel me? Like they want that support system. You know, if I can do this twice and I can change my life, I would. You know, I don't wish this on nobody at all, and it's not good for.
So would your family take you in and support you in a transition period?
Of course.
But it's the fact that you have to come clean.
Exactly. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to come clean. But yeah, my family, they'll embrace me with no problem. You know.
Yeah. So do you want to get married one day?
Yeah, of course. I see myself getting married. I've been with him for 20 years. Like.
Sounds like your relationship has standed the test of time. So it sounds like, so is the dream kind of to get financially stable enough to move out, get married, and kind of start a new life?
Yes. It just gets hard, you know.
Okay, hear me out. The Raising Cane's Mega Maroney meal. I'm thinking 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries, Texas toast, coleslaw. Don't forget the cane sauce.
That's the box combo, Megan.
Okay, well, what about a limited edition pink sparkly Cloud9 cup then?
Why are we gonna get those?
I mean, anything's possible on Cloud9. Duh. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
You want to make some good Houston morning? Sharing it together with you. From the breaking news shaking your day to what everyone's talking about.
across the country and around the world.
Everything you need to start your day is right here.
With Houston's most accurate forecast helping you plan your day ahead.
Oh yeah, Alita's got your weather covered.
And 13 alert traffic reports before you hit the road.
There is nothing like sharing a good morning together.
Right here with you. ABC 13 Eyewitness News in the morning and GMA.
So the plan is to stack away a lot of cash and then start a new life?
Yeah.
What's the amount that you have to hit to be like, I'm ready to go?
Like 50,000.
Okay. And how long do you think that would take you to do?
Just to be honest, a couple of months. It depends on
Being disciplined for another couple months?
It depends upon me though. If I want to play around, you feel me, with my money, or I want to put it in the bank, you feel me? But literally, when you out here in these streets, you don't think about the things that you do, you feel me? And you don't think about the people that you hurt.
So it sounds like the next chapter, like you sock away another chunk of dough, you keep your head down, you do this for another month or two, and your life can change.
Yeah, and that's what I expect, because my guy, he don't get high. Like the main things that you think about a person that does this, that's up in this line of business. Oh, she got a drug habit, she live on the streets, you feel me? He don't do none of that. That man right there is here for me, you feel me? He's waiting on me to stop.
So is your drug habit what's holding you back?
Exactly.
How hard is it to get clean?
It's not hard at all to get clean. It's about if I want to. You feel me? And right now, at this moment, I be stressed out so much, low key, that so that I take it overboard, and he have to check me and let me know, like, no, this ain't what we do. You feel me?
So, not everything is cut and dry. Things are pretty complex, and this was not a fun video to shoot. It's sad in a lot of ways, and well, I guess is there any message you have for people out there? Any parting words you want to have?
Be inspired within yourself. Love yourself for who you are, and not what other people say you are, or just be you and love yourself. You feel me? Because ain't nobody gonna love you like you.
And I think there's a lot of people that will be watching this that are going through different tough things in their life. Some people, their parents are going through a divorce. Some people are addicted to a drug. Some people have eating issues. There's so many. Life is always tough things. There's never not tough things. And I think just knowing that, each new day you can turn a new chapter. Your actions are the ink that writes the story of your life. And the person you are today, a year from now, you can look back and be in a totally different spot and situation.
You're right. You're completely right. And hopefully one day I get to see you again and be able to tell you.
I would love to have you as a guest on the podcast one day, baby. So
I'd love to do it too, and then I can show you some of my music.
Perfect. Have you ever been petitioned by a cop?
In a cop car? Hell yeah, and a uniform.
Military, Arizona, on the blade, getting an inside look at life and how it is on the street. You're pimping out of the kindness in your heart.
For sure.
Does that sound like an absurd statement to make?
Absolutely not. Like when she go to sleep and pray, she praying to me.
That's a crazy statement.
Once again, we dive into the world of prostitution, this time in Phoenix, Arizona. This story takes place on the Blade, the term used for the street where women can be seen walking at night looking for customers. The business of sex is a complicated one. Usually what you find is vulnerable women being controlled and manipulated by a devious pimp, who oftentimes himself grew up in a rough environment where he saw prostitution from a young age. For a young man growing up in poverty, the allure of being a pimp is both financial and status related. Monetarily, it's a great way to make fast money, and the profession of pimping has been glorified in rap music, presenting an image of a smoothly dressed man with cars, women, and the latest fashion. Phoenix has long been a hotspot for prostitution and sex trafficking, two things that overlap. Recently, there have been major busts, including one operation that arrested over 300 people in early 2023. While most of the mainstream media believes talking to some local vaguely related to the story in a corporate setting of an office is the way to deliver news, I believe the best way to get to the bottom of the story is to go boots on the ground and get it straight from the source. Today, we do just that. Our story begins by interviewing a pimp, and as the story goes on, we find ourselves in a motel room with a prostitute getting ready for work and her pimp in the room as well. It's time to hit the blade.
Being a rapper ain't doing it right. I'm so hard for them bands because that's what I like. I fuck on a bitch and then I'm on her side. That bitch gave me money and that bitch know I'm
I was a working girl.
Working girl.
Courtesan.
Escort girl.
Former adult film star.
I'm a sex trade survivor.
If I could talk to my 11-year-old me watching Cat House,
I need a minute.
I would definitely tell little me that not everything you see on TV is a reality.
HBO put us in the living room of America with Cat House.
The Bunny Ranch bills itself as one of Nevada's most upscale brothels, and the program shows the inner workings of the business behind the brothel.
Cat House was one of the most watched HBO documentaries in the history of the network.
At first I thought it was a sequel to the Cat in the Hat movie. I was not even close.
Prostitutes on TV, who thought that was gonna sell? Dennis did.
It's just sex, relax, it's just sex.
We felt like we were stars.
Joining us now live is the owner of the Bunny Ranch himself, the legendary Dennis Hoff.
Dennis changed the system. Dennis made it a business. He made the women business women.
It's not going away. Sex for sale is here to stay.
He was a marketing media genius.
But Dennis Hoff's legacy is extremely mixed.
Look, Dennis's world was buying and selling people.
That's how he thought of us. He thought of us as objects that he owned.
He made us feel like on the bottom of his feet.
And I remember saying, okay, just do it.
And I was scared. But HBO wanted to sell a show. They just didn't want to show the ugly side of it.
I really had no idea that people were being drawn in by the show itself.
Women watched Cat House as young girls, 11, 12 years old, and then decided that they wanted to go to that place.
Chrissy is the reason why you use parental controls on your TV, because at 15, she was watching Cat House, and here we are.
They made it seem so fun on the show, and what was really happening was force, rape, coercion, murder, abuse, overdose, control.
If someone had told me, I would have said no.
Is this something that we want to beam into homes?
The place was about lying. It was all lies.
It's important for us to hold HBO accountable.
It's kind of hard to say it was a documentary when you have a pimp directing scenes in his own brothel.
Well, damn.
Tornado hit my house and I had just gotten a divorce. And when you have young children to take care of, I decided to go and work at the Bunny Ranch. I did what I had to do, and that decision altered my life completely. I'm Shelley.
Margaret.
I was a working girl at the Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Nevada, owned by Dennis Hoff. I heard about the Moonlight Bunny Ranch from a talk show.
Tucked away in a dusty corner of the Nevada desert, the world-famous Bunny Ranch is a legal brothel where a man can hire a prostitute to satisfy almost any desire.
I remember seeing Dennis Hoff.
Men come to the ranch to do things that their wives can't or won't do. We can fulfill almost any fantasy at the Bunny Ranch. It has to be safe, and most of all, it has to be fun.
I think Air Force Amy was on the talk show with Dennis.
Air Force Amy.
I orgasmed for a living at the Bunny Ranch. And I was astounded. I had no idea that prostitution was legal anywhere in the United States. And so I sent an email with a picture of myself to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch, and Dennis Hoff himself called me back within 2 hours and said, I want you out here. I flew out to Nevada. I was picked up by Dennis Hoff at the airport, and Dennis told me that HBO was doing a show and wanted me to do that. He walked me in, And there was cameramen there filming for the HBO show. Dennis took me out to the bungalow behind the building and wanted sex. And I had just met this man. I had flown there to work. He was the boss, he was the owner, and he wanted to have sex the very first day I got there, and he didn't want to wear a condom. So I was absolutely horrified. That was my first day at the ranch. I was afraid to tell Dennis no. I had no idea what I was getting into. Nobody seems to care if a prostitute gets raped.
I believe in the product. I love the product. I use it daily.
I saw the ugly side of Dennis. But the world on Cat House only saw the fun side of him.
How about a toast here? Here's a toast to the best family, the Bunny Ranch family.
Because they didn't know the real Dennis. Dennis was all about being violent.
Dennis Hoff was actually born in Phoenix, Arizona in 1946. His parents were immigrants, and they came to America for a better place. So Dennis Hoff actually grew up with very little money. And Dennis resented that, which made him want to be more of a successful individual. He started by sweeping the gas station floor and then ended up buying a gas station. After that, they decided to get into timeshare sales.
Dennis sold timeshares before he owned the Bunny Ranch, and he used to always say that he was still selling timeshares. It was just a triangular shaped piece of land. Pretty terrible to say, but it was true. He was still selling timeshares. Just it happened to be women.
Then Dennis and his father decide to travel cross country. And as they go through Reno, Dennis finds out about these brothels. He fell in love with the idea of that type of business. The rest is history.
Before Dennis, the prostitution industry was kind of like in the shadows for decades, but he mainstreamed it.
I'm the new breed of brothel owner. I'm a straight guy. I pay my taxes. I do the right things. I come from a business background. I'm educated. That's the new breed of brothel owner. The old school is over.
Hello, I'm Air Force E. I'm the most celebrated courtesan of modern times.
And for any interview, take one, partner.
I worked for Dennis Hoff and helped put the famous Moonlight Bunny Ranch on the map. I left home at a very, very early age, and I started hitchhiking around the country. I learned real early how to be resourceful. And I learned also that the sex was a commodity. So my first 10 years in the industry, most of the brothels were really, really bad. The last place I ever had one window and the whole place got big, okay? On weekends, they would lock up the payphones because they didn't want you calling home and talking to you and getting upset and leaving. It was awful. We used to call it prison. So when I first got to the Bunny Ranch, I just got catapulted into the 20th century. And everything was upbeat, 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 upbeat. Fun, 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 fun.
Brothels are not by law allowed to advertise, but they can still go in the media, they can appear on TV shows, they can talk about their businesses, but they can't put up an ad in the newspaper. So Dennis was very savvy. He used the media. Oh, I can't put an ad up? Great, I'll go on CNN and talk about it.
Dennis Hoff, Bunny Ranch owner. That's just a stroke of genius right there. And who would have ever thought, who had the balls to put prostitutes on TV? Who thought that was going to sell?
Now the airline sticks it to you.
Come stick it to us. Dennis did, and it did. We would go on every talk show. At the time was talk shows, right? There was Jenny Jones.
What's the right word for, is prostitute
most outrageous guest of the year on Jimmy Jones. There was Tyra Banks.
Joining us also is Dennis Hawk. He owns the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Oprah.
While she waited for a client, Brooke gave us a tour of the bunny ranch.
There are approximately 30 rooms and now is full.
Dennis made himself the authority on prostitution. And he said, that's how it works. He goes, media begets media. Once you do one story on prostitution, networks go, let's interview that guy. Pretty soon, he's the guy.
I'm selling sex like other people are selling soda pop.
And when Dennis got into the industry, it was really popular. It was cool to be a pimp. He had Snoop Dogg, he had a Pimp My Ride. You know, pimps were really, really glamorized. So Dennis had his hat in the ring at the exact right time because it was cool to be a pimp.
In the early 2000s, it was the time that was sort of selling itself as being all about women's sexual liberation.
There's Heidi Fleiss, whose job as a madam is being talked about as the ultimate success story of an independent woman entrepreneur. There's Paris Hilton's leaked sex tape becoming a pop culture staple. And then there's the photo shoot of Britney Spears that is clearly evoking some kind of Lolita fantasy for men.
And so sex itself becomes a thing to be celebrated.
HBO at that time also had this show called Taxi Cab Confessions, where they put hidden cameras in a taxi cab and picked up people. And it just dawned on me, I said, let's put hidden cameras in the brothel and capture the conversations of why men and women go there. So I called the Bunny Ranch, and I said, Dennis, can I come do that? Sure, come on out. So we drive to the Bunny Ranch, and Dennis says, George, you know what I want? I go, what do you want, Dennis? He says, I want to be a household name. And I said, I'll do my best. So I show up at HBO's documentary division, and Sheila Nevins was in charge of that. And Patty Kaplan does all the directing. They had done Real Sex Together, that show, and other documentaries. And Sheila Nevins says, we think it's a wonderful idea. So I turned the reins over to the HBO folks, and, Sheila and Patty, and they did the rest.
So the genesis of Cat House was, it didn't seem very much different than all the TV and media that we were already doing.
So sex and entertainment at that time covered two sides. One side was that all porn denigrates women, and then there was another side that said porn empowers women, and can empower women if it's done correctly. And in this kind of ferment, this little show came onto HBO.
Dennis wanted me to be a big part of the Cat House show, but I didn't know that young girls would come to work there that probably would have never even thought of working at the Bunny Ranch. They hadn't seen the show. So looking back, I should have never agreed to do it.
First, reality TV took us inside the home of the Osbournes. Then there was the Anna Nicole Show. Now a provocative new HBO documentary is showing viewers a very different kind of house.
Cat House was supposed to be the first time ever they filmed live negotiations from inside a brothel.
At the Emperor Party, we do lots of massage, sensual music, sensual massage. And everything's totally paying attention to you, all about you.
I was the director of photography, the gaffer,
The coordinating producer, one of the sound mixers for HBO's Cat House. I was contacted by New York producers saying, can you do this job? Can you be there? It's going to be very hands-on. I didn't know anything other than there's going to be a lot of sex workers in this shoot, and it's going to be odd and weird, but they're paying, so I will go.
so I was shooting a lot of documentaries. I had an old friend by the name of Patty Kaplan, who was the director-producer of the show. So Patty thought of me when she had to shoot in the Cat House.
Why did you want to make this documentary? Was there some sort of message that you were going after, or was there some sort of morality that you wanted to explore?
I think actually the approach was extremely non-judgmental. No, there wasn't a morality to explore. It was more like, this is an environment that people are quite unfamiliar with. So let's get inside and see how it works.
Honestly, when they came to me and said, you're going to be spending months at a brothel, I'm like, great. And then I'm like, what? And you just think you go into a brothel and you have sex.
Come here, you sit right here. He's gonna take you down here. Mom comes over here. Gotta chat with us. So he's never had sex before. No, it's time.
But it was mostly about the way the girls worked with the men and how they negotiate. They come up, with a price.
She's $25,000 for an hour. You guys be interested. So come on, say $10,000.
On Cat House, we had a very particular kind of task. We wanted to make the environment look natural. We wanted to feel like that was what you would experience if you walked into the room. We also want the faces to look good. There's a certain amount of glamour, and in order to create that glamour, we need to actually use lights.
Cat House was a fascinating little social experiment.
I would really like you to just get aggressive, jumping and stomping and all that kind of stuff. And
That dealt with the way people's sexuality was being expressed.
Cat House premieres tomorrow night on 8.
It smells like fresh produce. Delivered daily. It's a no.
The annual trip with friends happens every summer with Expedia. Debate, vacation home, or hotel. Wait, what if they could do both?
Africa, behind the postcard beauty, is a harder truth, a rough and unforgiving world where life does not beg for mercy. It adapts, it endures, it refuses to disappear. And in the most remote corners of this continent, far past the reach of the modern world, some of the last isolated tribes on Earth are still living exactly as their ancestors did. Untouched, unhurried, almost unseen. This is Unseen Africa, not the Africa of the safari brochure or the airport postcard. The one that hides off the beaten path in the smoke of a cattle camp at dawn, on the cracked floor of the desert, deep inside caves that people still call holy. And over the next couple of hours, we are going to travel it together from one end to the other, following a single thread. We begin with the wildest and most remote peoples alive, the hunters who speak to wild birds. The women who wear clay in their lips and call it beauty. The young men who leap barefoot across the backs of bulls to become men. Then the land turns harsh, and we meet those who survive where almost nothing else can. And finally, the road climbs into the highlands of Ethiopia, to forgotten kingdoms and sacred stone, to a plain little chapel where one man guards what he believes is the Ark of the Covenant, sworn never to step outside its walls again for as long as he lives. Everything on this road is leading to one place, because this journey ends where the entire human story began, in the cradle of humanity itself. So the only question left is this: are you ready to see the Africa almost no one else will ever show you? Somewhere in the dry bush of northern Tanzania, a man stops walking and begins to whistle, and something answers him. sound of the high branches calls back and flits ahead waiting for him to follow. This is not a trick. It is a conversation older than farming, older than writing, older than almost everything we would call civilization. The bird is a greater honey guide, and the man is Hadzabe. Around the shores of Lake Eyasi, in the cracked and thorny grasslands of the Great Rift Valley, the Hadzabe are one of the last peoples on Earth still living as pure hunter-gatherers. No crops, no herds, no permanent houses, no calendars, no clocks. They live as our ancestors did tens of thousands of years ago. Follow that whistle and you reach the strangest partnership in the natural world. The honey guide knows where the wild bees are hidden high inside a baobab. It cannot open the hive. The Hadzabe can. So the bird leads and the man climbs. He hammers wooden pegs into the great smooth trunk like the rungs of a ladder and pulls himself up. 30 feet 40, a smoking bundle of grass, clenched in one hand. Near the top, the air fills with angry bees and drifting smoke, and then his hand comes back out of the dark hollow dripping gold. He tears off a piece of the comb and eats it on the spot, wax and honey together, the sweetest thing in his whole world. And he leaves the rest, the wax and the young grubs behind. A fair payment to a wild animal that will guide him again tomorrow. No one taught the bird in a classroom. No one taught the man in a book. The deal has been handed down whistle by whistle for longer than any written language has existed. They own almost nothing, and they share almost everything. There is no chief, and no one gives orders. Their language, Hadzain, is spoken by barely 1,000 people alive, and it is stitched through with clicks sounds no other tongue on the planet shares. Listen to them, and you are hearing a living echo of the human voice from before history began. The men hunt with handmade bows, their arrows tipped for big game with poison drawn from wild plants. The women read the ground for tubers, for berries, for baobab fruit, and a diet that nothing processed has ever touched has left them with some of the healthiest gut bacteria ever found in a human body. Everything a Hansa child needs to know is learned by doing. A boy is handed his first small bow at the age of 5, and by 8 or 9, his aim is already deadly. There are no schools, no scriptures, no written history at all. Which root holds water in the dry months? Which berry is ripe? Which whistle the honey guide will answer to? All of it lives only in the people themselves, carried from hand to hand and voice to voice exactly as it has been since the very beginning. When an elder dies, a small library dies with him. And so the young sit and listen, the way the young have always listened, gathering a lifetime of the bush into memory, because memory is the only place any of it is ever written down. We begin here with them for a reason. If this whole continent is a story about where we came from, the Hadzabe are as close as any living people can bring us to the very first page of it. Hold on to that thought. By the end of this journey, it is going to matter more than you think. Head north into South Sudan, and the world turns to smoke. Before dawn, in the cattle camps along the White Nile, a grey fog rises of hundreds of small fires, and the whole place glows gold as the sun climbs through the haze. The fires are not for warmth. They are burning dried cattle dung, and the pale ash they leave behind is the center of everything here. Stand in that camp at first light, and it hits every sense at once. The sting of ammonia, and wood smoke in the back of your throat. The low call of horns. Hundreds of animals shifting in the mist, and men moving among them like shadows in the gold. As the light grows, the camp wakes into its ancient routine. A young man kneels and drinks milk straight from the udder, or draws a little blood from a small nick in the neck, sealed again at once, mixing the two into a meal that has fed his people for longer than anyone can remember. Somewhere, a long horn sounds low and mournful, calling the herds. And by the time the sun is properly up, the whole vast camp is moving thousands of great pale animals flowing out toward the grazing, their guardians walking among them, ash-grey and unhurried, as if the modern world simply never arrived. This is the world of the Mundari. And to understand them, you have to accept one idea first. To the Mundari, a cow is not livestock. It is wealth, it is family, it is a kind of religion with horns.
School's out, heading into halftime. Go-Gurt with 6 grams of protein.
This is good. So good.
Protein, calcium, fun! That's the win for the whole team! Go-Gurt, play on.
Get this exceptional lease offer on this 2026 Cadillac Optic.
The package on the porch that almost disappeared. Those guys that shouldn't be there. Your cat that has no fear. No matter where you travel, in a second, you're connected. A tap is all it takes to know that everything's protected. The car that's in the driveway, your shed that stores a lot, the door that might be open, that delivery you forgot. Whatever's up at home, keep your vacation unaffected.
Hey, what are you doing?
Whatever it is, when you have Ring, you can be sure that it's protected. Protect your home today at Ring.com.
At the heart of the camp stands the Ankoli Watusi, the cattle of kings, an animal whose horns can sweep more than 6 feet from tip to tip. A fine bull is worth a small fortune, and a man will guard his herd with his life. He sleeps out among them in the smoke, close enough that no raider and no lion can take them in the dark. Watch a young man at first light, and you will see things that look impossible until you understand them. Rubs the pale ash over his own skin and over the hide of his favorite bull. It works as a sunscreen against the punishing heat and as a shield that keeps the biting insects off. His hair is a deep copper orange dyed that color by washing it in the animal's urine, which is heavy with ammonia and works strange as it sounds as a natural antiseptic. Nothing here is wasted. Nothing is random. Every one of these habits is a solution worked out over centuries to the single problem of keeping man and animal alive in one of the harshest places on Earth. But the bond runs far deeper than survival. The Mundari know each animal by name. They know its moods and its temper. Watch a man spend a full hour on a single bull, running handfuls of warm ash along its flanks, working the great curved horns, murmuring low, and singing softly the whole time. The animal stands still and lets him eyes half closed. It looks like devotion because it is. For a people who own almost nothing else, these animals are the bank, the pride, and the beating heart of the family all at once. That tenderness sits right beside real danger. Cattle raiding is a constant threat out here, and a man will keep watch over his herd through the night with an old rifle across his knees, ready for rustlers, slipping in under cover of dark. The young men wear their belonging on their own skin. Rows of raised scars cut deliberately across the forehead and the chest, and they test one another in fierce wrestling matches on the open ground, dust rising the whole camp, roaring them on. It is a hard life and a proud one. To be Mundari is to live for the animals that are your entire world, and if it ever comes to it, to fight for them too. In the lower Omo Valley of Ethiopia, beauty wears a face the outside world still cannot read. Here the Musi measure it in a currency most of us have forgotten courage and raw endurance. The Mursi are among the last peoples on earth where a woman may wear a plate of clay set into her own lip. It begins around the age of 15. The lower lip is cut, a small wooden plug is slipped inside, and over the following months, the opening is stretched wider and wider, until it can hold a disc of fired clay as broad as a small saucer. She shapes the plate herself, and she decorates it. She can take it out to eat or to sleep, and she wears it proudly for the moments that matter most. You will hear a dramatic story about why. That the Mursi began cutting their lips generations ago to look less desirable to slave traders and so escape being stolen away. It is a haunting idea, and it is repeated in film after film. tell that story, and the anthropologists who have lived with them longest strongly doubt it. The truth seems quieter and stranger to outside eyes. The lip plate is simply beauty. It is identity. It is the visible mark of a woman who belongs fully to her people. A girl who never wears one can be seen as a child who never grew up. The men keep a hard test of their own. It is called Donga, a stick fight, fought with poles more than 6 feet long. On the day of a fight, dozens of young men gather on open ground bodies chalked white, and the air fills with shouting and the crack of wood on wood. They charge, they strike, they circle and charge again, holding nothing back, and the winner is carried off, a hero admired by the whole village and free to court the wife of his choosing. The scars that follow are not hidden either. Cut deliberately into the skin and raised into ridged patterns, each mark on a mercy man's body is a kind of medal, a permanent record of an enemy faced or an animal brought down. Here the body itself is the history book, and every line on it was earned. Above all of it, the Mercy looked to a sky god they called Tumwi, and to the Komoru, the priest figures believed to hold the fragile balance between the people and the rains that keep them alive. It is a world still almost untouched by our own, though not entirely. These days, a Mercy man may guard his cattle, not with a spear, but with a rifle traded up from the troubled borderlands nearby. And a handful of tourists now find their way here each year, cameras raised. It is a
Alright. Where collarbones crack, where hips break, where ACL.
Alright, hey guys, believe it or not, this is the starting point of one of the strangest luxury products on earth. Eventually, this is going to turn into a multi-$1,000 wig. Crazy. And it starts out here in the countryside of Bangladesh. It goes a little something like this.
Would you spend a decade of your life untangling hair for just $1,500? Well, that's the reality of the human hair trade. And nobody in the beauty industry wants you to know about this. They call it black gold. It is the human hair trade, and it's growing faster than almost any market on earth. It's already worth more than $10 billion annually, and it's climbing.
Guys, that is an $11,000 box, 44 kilos of human hair. Oh yeah.
What ends up as a multi-$1,000 high-end wig or weave starts out being collected tuft by tuft from some of the poorest villagers on Earth.
How much do they get paid per hour?
So 6 hours per day, like 60 taka per day, 10 taka per hour.
Today, I'm tracing the painstaking reality of the human hair trade. Every single step from the village floor to the finished wig to expose exactly how a few cents becomes $1,000. Who's pocketing the difference?
Do they get paid like per bunch of hair, per kilo, per hour? How does it work? They get like 50 cents a day. 50 cents a day.
And why nobody wants you to know about it.
Alright guys, we're following this kind of like hair collecting blog. We're gonna go door to door, see how much hair he's able to buy, how much it costs, see how much time is put into building one of the most insanely strange luxury products that you can find.
It comes from a 65-year-old man walking miles every day with a heavy shoulder pole. He's the first link in this global hair trade.
How long has he done this for?
28 years.
Wow. How much money does he, on average, can he make a day?
So like average, some days maybe I can earn like 500 to 600 taka in average.
Okay, so after the bunch of steel, he also just picked up like a small bunch of his wife's hair and sold it to him as well. We're gonna find out how much it is, but that's like the first bunch of hair we're buying today.
20 taka for this.
20 taka for this bunch of hair. So that's like 20 cents? 18, 16 cents?
Yeah, 16 or 17 cents.
16, 17 cents. Oh yeah.
It's expensive. It's like a lot of his money.
Okay, second bunch of hair. It looks about the same last time. It was like 16 cents, 30 taka, 20 taka, something like that. Let's find out. I mean, again, we have like, I don't know, small grouping of hair. I'm super curious how long it takes for these ladies to collect this much hair. Okay, it's kind of a score. Second house, lady's willing to sell her hair. In these kind of areas, it seems to be this always kind of same house, like a mud floor, corrugated iron roof, bamboo or wooden exterior. Really, really like old school traditional style. Oh my gosh, she has a lot. That's crazy, guys. So they're sort of using the old school Bangladeshi coins, which I don't think are in issue anymore. At least I've never used them. And they use those as weight. So that's like, how many grams is that?
14 grams.
14 grams, so it's like 140 taka she's owed for this. That's crazy. She's collected that for 2 months. She just gets like, you know, an extra $1 or so on the side. It's not, I mean, it's just gonna be waste hair anyway. This is just dead fall they get from combing their hair, so a little bit of an extra perk for her. Guys, have you ever been stuck at an airport, internetless, desperately searching for one of those SIM card vendors that may or may not even exist?
Charges, you're just online instantly as soon as you hit the ground in paradise.
Whoa, oh my God, no wonder. Guys, this is crazy. There's an absolute ton of hair from this like young lady, apparently really long hair as well. Believe it or not, this stuff is worth eventually like an absolute ton of money. How long did it take you to grow all this hair?
Like 6 months.
6 months?
That means he has so much hair fall.
Alright, we've got actual weights this time instead of coins. There's just like so much hair there.
She got 120 gram.
120
gram. And it costs 1,500 BDT.
$12 for all that hair. That's like a decent chunk.
So what's the street value of a handful of human hair in rural Bangladesh?
He's like loaded up. So I think he's going to basically like try to sell that off right away to this congregator.
Travels just a few miles down the road to this, a middleman shop.
Oh, can I see the hair?
This is where thousands of those tiny clumps get aggregated into just mountains.
Dude, what an interesting shop. Oh my God, that's a giant bag of hair. Okay, so all this hair has like come in from the ladies, around the various villages. Like one little tuft of this is collected over months and months and months. How much is like all this hair? How much will you sell this for?
So they sell 12,000 per kilogram.
12,000 per kilo.
Per kilogram.
Dude,
very less.
That's like not that. That's like $100.
Yeah, $100.
I still like, so it's like $100 a kilo at this point, even before any processing.
Any processing.
That's quite expensive still.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, when you see the amount of people that is required to get that, that's a lot of people, a lot of loose hair that's just been combed off over the years, but $100 a kilo still, guys. It's a decent chunk of change.
And the price, by the time it hits the scale,
oh, we need to see the scale. All right, guys, so this is, oh, wow. So that is oh, we're rolling this. That is 1.9 kilos, I think. Guys, isn't it crazy to think that is like $200 worth of hair? How long does it take to collect this much hair?
আচ্ছা এই চুলগুলো এখানে তো অলমোস্ট 2 কেজির মতো আছে it takes like 10 to 15 days to gather together
10 to 15 days.
$100 a kilo for a tangled mess of hair might seem like a lot, but it turns out that price has been climbing year after year. This market is just getting started. The market for human hair is massive. Wigs, weaves and extensions is already this multi-billion-dollar industry, and right now growth is almost parabolic. What was once mostly driven by the African-American community has gone global thanks to social media.
Every year I spend about $3,000 for my hair, and every year that price is going up.
Africa itself is now one of the fastest growing markets on the planet, expanding at well over 13% a year. And the demand is spilling across into Asia. K-beauty and cosplay culture have a real appetite for wigs. You combine both these things and the appetite for human hair right now, well, it's basically insatiable. And for any of this to work, for any of it to be economically viable, the industry needs two things: a massive supply of raw hair and an extremely cheap labor process. And when I say extremely cheap, I mean it. This is some of the most exploitative labor I have ever seen. Untangling hundreds of kilos of hair isn't easy. In fact, you need village after village of women all over the Bangladeshi countryside in order to just get started.
Yeah, this is like a crazy community here. It's like clay-based houses and just basically this like jute walls on the structure. Incredible, this village. So, guys, this is absolutely wild. So this entire like village of women is basically individually sorting tangled hair.
Their tool of choice is a bicycle spoke sharpened into a small hook, and strand by strand, they turn this chaos into some form of order.
Wild to see. We've got a full look at these ladies doing it. And we get up close and personal and see it, how this goes down, because it looks like a ton of work.
So this is tiny portion, so they separated each by each, like one by one, like that way, and it comes, it's like a big bunch.
How many hours do they spend doing this?
একদিনে আপনারা কত ঘন্টা কাজ করেন? Oh, so 6 hours a day they work for separating hair.
Wow, and they get paid like per bunch of hair, per kilo, per hour? How does it work?
মাস হিসেবে they got paid per hour, like per hour 10 টাকা. They work 6 hours a day, like 60 টাকা per day.
That's like 8 cents an hour.
Less than 8 cents, like 40 cents.
They get like 50 cents a day.
50 cents a day.
Wow. Guys, that is tough.
So
that is tough.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy, guys. This woman has spent 7 years of her life untangling hair, and all she has to show for it is $1,000. And she's not alone. We visit village after village of these women, all sitting around untangling hair all day long and getting paid next to nothing.
So, for example, she said that we work from 8 in the morning till 2 at noon, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously they'd like to be paid more, right? But, yeah, what do they think about the pay?
Actually, we need to earn money because we need to feed our family. So, my man or my earning people is being earning, but that's not enough for my family to run. For that reason, we are working here for some money so that we can help to lead our family. So we don't have other job to do. So unless we get 60 taka per day, this is the only option we have.
So there's no other option?
No other option for them.
And here's the paradox. These women will spend their lives sorting other people's hair for pennies. But for them, they would never sell their own. Despite having a population of nearly 170 million people, Bangladesh alone cannot possibly meet the raw hair demand. There's some pretty big hang-ups. This is a Muslim country.
Okay, they don't sell their hair.
Why not?
They all say that in Islamic culture, this is haram to sell here, so we just put inside the mud, like a grab. So we don't sell.
So did she cut her hair off, or is it just free fall hair? It's just free fall hair.
That's right.
Did she cut her hair at all, or is it just
like only for hair fall?
Just when she's combing her hair?
Combing her hair.
Wow, that's incredible. That means it's pulled from combs, from drains. It's collected hair by hair every single morning by the women of this country. It is not cut.
But all these people who sold their hair are Islamic also.
Okay, so all of them, they say that those girls who sell their hair, they don't believe on Allah, and even they don't obey Allah very well for that reason, and they value rather than Allah's decision the money.
Wow, that's crazy, huh? So even though these guys are like grinding it out at 50 cents a day, that was...
Welcome to 3-Day Blinds, your window treatment experts for over 45 years.
California Natural. Clean, naturally derived hair and body essentials for everyday use.
Now, last time we spoke about synthetics, and my oh my, the feedback has been incredible. You know, it showed me something very important, that when we start telling the truth about the things we use every single day, we realize many of us have been silently worried, silently curious, and silently uncomfortable. So today, I want us to go deeper into another conversation that is just as relatable, just as personal, and honestly, just as shocking. And this one is on human hair. This one is in Izangu, by the way. I own every piece of what you're seeing on this table. And I don't know if I have a couple of pics that you guys can be able to view as we go on today's conversation, because if there's anything I love, it's a human hair wig, because I think the look gives what it's supposed to give. But if we think our conversation on synthetic hair raised questions about chemicals, safety, and long-term health, human hair raises even bigger questions. And these are questions about where it comes from, how it is collected, what it means spiritually, and why Black women across the world have become the biggest consumers of a product they don't produce. They don't even control it, and they don't even fully understand it. And guys, this is not a judgment conversation. That is why I brought my wigs, because I am a participant, okay? This is not also a beauty.
Poor people, come to the front. We need to have a honest conversation today. There is something that has been bothering me for a long time, especially as an Igbo person. It concerns our apprenticeship system, one of the biggest reasons many Igbo families escape poverty and build generational wealth. But these days, it seems like more and more apprentices are leaving before they complete their service, while more masters are being accused of treating their boys unfairly. Hi everyone, welcome back to Storytime with Naichi's Gamo. If you're new here, my name is Naichi and I'm so happy you're here. If you enjoy story times, honest conversation, and watching beautiful wigs come together while we chat, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Now, while I'm working on this beautiful wig, let's have one of these conversations that I think we don't have enough anymore. So what exactly is happening? Is the problem the apprentice? Is it the masters? Or have both sides contributed to the decline of a system that has helped thousands of people succeed? Let's talk about it. Why is it that almost 80% of people who start apprenticeship don't actually finish it? Now, before anybody comes for me, I'm not quoting statistics, so I didn't go and carry this figure from Google or any research paper. This is simply based on what I've observed over the year. The people around me and stories that I have heard and experiences that I've witnessed. So what exactly is happening to the apprenticeship culture of the Igbo people? I'm bringing this up because of the story I shared about Nemeka, the young man who left the city to return to the village to rear goats and cows. Some people might have watched that story and thought I was encouraging young people to abandon apprenticeship. But that wasn't the point of the story at all. The lesson from Nemeka's story was about doing what you genuinely love. However, there is something people fail to understand. Passion alone is not enough. Nemeka already had some.
Enter the Shell-Fill Lucky Sweepstakes for the chance to win $100,000 or free fuel for a year.
Who are we when we say humans?
And basically, my period pain is so bad. I got up to go to the bathroom and I blacked out. I literally blacked out. The pain was so bad, it was shooting down my legs and up my stomach. A few weeks later, same thing happened again.
So there's currently a new pandemic that is taking people's lives. And it's scary to say because I'm literally watching it happen in real time here in Miami. This peptide pandemic. Everybody who was trying to cheat their way to success with peptides, going to the gym, peptides, going to try to lose weight, peptides. It's like all of these chemicals that they're putting in their body that no one has done any research on is causing people to end up in the hospital, bro. And I'm watching it happen. We're about to hop into and learn more exactly what's going on because I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I don't know too much about it. I don't know too much about peptides. I just see the side effects that these people are talking about. Check this out, y'all.
Just left the doctor's office. I went to get a checkup because I've been off of Ozempic for 2 months now, and I just wanted to see if my body was in better condition, if there were any permanent damages. Kind of in shock right now because I wasn't expecting this.
Breaking news, a $2 billion lawsuit was just filed against Zepbound, Mounjaro, Wegovy, Ozempic, all the big brand name players in the GLP-1 space for withholding serious side effects that are hurting the general public and doing so in the name of profit.
Are there any side effects to the medicine?
Oh my God. I have to, let's keep it real, let's talk about the side effects, y'all. So they tell you when you start getting the shots that you can have like nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, all of that. What they don't tell you is that she can give you sulfur burp.
Day 322, burped so loud she woke herself up.
If you're taking a GLP-1, do not reach out to me for coaching. Let me explain to you what your doctor's not telling you, probably because he himself doesn't even know. He's just trying to line his pockets. When you take a GLP-1, what it does is slow down your digestion. Why do you guys think, oh my God, it turns off the food noise? Why do you think it turns off your food noise? When you take a GLP-1, it slows down your digestion. So all of the food that you eat, instead of digesting, metabolizing through your system quickly and exiting, it is staying in your stomach longer and longer. It just slows it down. So your body keeps thinking, we're full, we're full, we're full. There's food, there's food, there's food. That's why you guys are having no food noise and you're not eating. Now, the insane part about all of this is the quicker your metabolism is, the more weight you keep off your body. So listen to me when I tell you a fast metabolism keeps you lean, and GLP-1 is purposely slowing down your metabolism. So this is why I don't want people on GLP-1 in my program. I'm seeing a reoccurring theme once they've done internal damage. Now they want to come off, right? They did the instant gratification to get the weight off. They think to themselves, I know you women, I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to do it just for a handful of months to get the weight off. And then I'm going to maintain it. I'm going to keep the weight off. I'll eat healthy after. I'll get it off really quickly, and then I'll do the things to keep it off. That's not how this works. You guys are causing internal damage. You guys are slowing down your metabolism, and then you want to come off of it, and then you want to work with a coach whose only job is to speed up your metabolism. But guess what? Your metabolism has been altered, and it is super duper duper slow. It's not burning fat for fuel. So then what happens? You come into my program, I've already seen it 3 times, which is why I said no more. You guys come into my program eating 800 calories a day because you had no food noise. You were on GLP-1, okay? You have no food noise. Now you come in and I'm like, well, shit, she's definitely nutrient deficient. She's not getting what she needs. I have to increase her calories. And even though I only take you from 800 to 1,000 calories, just a small little stepping stone, and I start increasing your protein, guess what happens? You start gaining weight. And then you start freaking out because, oh my God, you can't gain a pound. When you lost it incorrectly, and now you're mad when we're trying to fix the problem. So no, people who are on GLP-1, please don't apply for my coaching. It's nothing against you. I love you guys. Your doctors aren't even telling you any of this. So a lot of you are hearing this and going, wait, what? Because you don't know. And because I happen to be GLP-1's #1 hater, I have no issue telling this to you guys. If you guys have the mentality that I'll get on the shot, I'll get the weight off, and then I'll keep it off the healthy way. You guys have not changed your habits. You guys have not learned sustainable lifestyle habits to keep the weight off, and you guys have slowed down and altered your metabolism. So you see there's a problem here. Like I said, no shade to anybody who's on a GLP-1, but if you've already been on it for 6 months to a year and you've altered your metabolism, coming to a coach, it's a nightmare for both of us.
Peptides are up your biology. Would you inject insulin if you weren't diabetic? No, because you know exactly what happens. Your blood sugar crashes, your brain runs out of fuel, seizures, coma, death. It's not a maybe, it's a cascade. So why are people injecting peptides like it's the next wellness trend? Peptides are...
That's exactly what it is. It's a wellness trend. I was speaking to some guy in my gym who actually sells peptides, right? And the reason why he sells peptides, ironic enough, he doesn't use peptides. He sells peptides. You buy these vials of peptides after getting certified, licensed, all this extra stuff. You're buying them for $5, $10, maybe even $15 a bottle, and you're selling it for $90, $95, $100 a bottle, bro. The markup on these peptides are insane. The only reason why people are buying it so much, the only reason why influencers are posting it so much, is because there is so much money to be made off of these peptides. It's literally almost like injecting steroids. Steroids injection is crazy. No shade to anybody who does steroids, but that's literally messing up your body to the worst way. That's like everybody who took the COVID-19 jab, putting all this mRNA, new medical technology into your body, bro. That's literally what peptides is.
Signaling molecules. And when you send a signal, your body responds. All of it, not just the tissue you're targeting. You're talking about hormone release, immune modulation, collagen synthesis, neurological function, all firing at the same time from one injection in a body that didn't even ask for the signal in the first place. And no peptide signal operates in isolation. You push one pathway, you're pushing hundreds, maybe thousands. In a system whose full complexity nobody, not your med spa, not your biohacker, not your researcher, fully understands yet. And there is no large-scale human clinical trial data. None.
Literally what I said, bro.
Your body already makes peptides in the right amount, at the right time, for the right reason. Your job is not to replace that with a syringe. Your job is to create the conditions for your body to do it on its own.
Like I said, I'm just here to spread awareness. I just want people to know what they're dealing with if this is the decision that they choose to make, man. Because it has gone way beyond just sulfur burps and diarrhea. We have all seen Ozempic face. We all seen it.
Before and after Ozempic. Yeah. This is, yeah. It's like depleting, bro. It's like not healthy.
Oh, dude, man, these GLP-1s are private party assassin, man. You ain't gonna have a butt. You ain't gonna have nothing left messing with these GLP-1s, man. Be careful out there.
Penis. Hold on.
Right in the balls.
No. You take these GLP-1s, you lose so much weight, your suprapubic fat goes down, your medial inner thigh fat goes down, all the fat around your junk goes down. Your penis is much bigger. There's much more junk in the trunk, as opposed to the negative side effects of Ozempic face, Ozempic body, Ozempic vulva, Ozempic penis, baby.
There's the ad.
There's the ad for guys to get on.
Collab with Extends.
Yes.
fellas, don't nobody out there get no crazy ideas, man.
That was just a distraction. Wait till you hear this. A massive study with 16 million users found that these people were 9 times more likely to get pancreatitis. Are taking care of many people with pancreatitis. It is painful, expensive, and it really sucks. That is not just a common little side effect. They also had a 4 times greater risk of bowel obstruction and 3.5 times risk of stomach paralysis. What you're hearing on the news about this is too little too late. But somehow the conversation keeps getting reduced to celebrity before and after pictures and their saggy skin. Why is that? Because if people in the media started asking harder questions, like what happens when you chemically force the body to stop eating so much by slowing digestion? It's because these conversations get really uncomfortable really fast. But here's the part that should really make you stop scrolling. While the public and the media were celebrating this miracle breakthrough, major financial institutions are projecting this category to just explode. I'm talking a 10x explosion here. From $5 billion in 2020 to $50 billion in 2030. Read that again. Tens of billions of dollars, and for who exactly? This isn't just a health trend, this is an economic gold rush. So ask yourself this. If the money behind these drugs is potentially that massive, do you really think the media is going to investigate any little side effect? You think they'll really look at any long-term side effects?
This is literally the issue with Big Pharma, bro. Literally the issue with Big Pharma.
Or every person experiencing problems, or keep cashing in and keep selling the dream. I'm not saying this can't help people, it absolutely can help people. But pretending there's no major side effects while profits skyrocket into the billions, that's just insane. You want to know the craziest part? Almost nobody is talking about why people are struggling with these problems in the first place. Struggling with food noise and cravings and obesity and type 2 diabetes. Why you have insulin resistance and metabolic dysfunction. Now that should be the real conversation. It's because fixing the root cause is far less profitable than just managing the symptoms, and realizing that should bother you.
So, I want to share something different. This isn't about mindset. I actually want to share my experience with peptides. So basically, I started taking GHKCU, which is the copper peptide. Obviously, take it at my own risk. After about 2 months, I noticed my cycle was a bit different. It was getting shorter. And then I went to Japan for a holiday. And when I was flying home from Japan, I got my period early. I'm on the flight, and basically my period pain is so bad.
Cremation allows for more than you might think. A peaceful garden, a bench with their name, a life.
Hey man, Americans are showing their paychecks and things of that nature. Some of these paychecks are gonna shock you in a good and bad way. I ain't gonna lie to you. But before we get into the video, like it before you like it, hit the sub before you hit the bud, join the team before you hit the green, and don't forget to
Hype me up. Hype me up.
I need that.
Hype me up. How much you guys think I make at McDonald's? 2 weeks. I'm a manager. Don't let my shirt fool you. We don't make shit. Me and my husband were both managers at McDonald's, and for 2 weeks, I only bring home, worth of that, $1,100. That's 2 weeks. So as manager, in a full month of working, I bring in, what, $2,400? People are always like, why are you guys so broke? Just our rent alone is $1,500. Our car payment is $500. My car insurance, because I was an irresponsible addict for so long, that's like $400 a month. We live in Phoenix, Arizona. My electric bill is like $200 a month. You guys just add up like our regular bills. We only have like a $300-$400 median after that. And so grocery shop, gas, have money to live. We don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. My husband makes a little bit more money than I do. Tiny bit, not much.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. $2,200 a month ain't no money in 2026, dog. That is poverty. And then she said her husband makes a little bit more than her. They're not doing too good, dog. They're not.
Hi, you guys. So it's currently, I think, like 8:45, 8:41. I just got home from my shift, and I got my first residency paycheck. So I figured I'd come on here and open it with you guys. So here goes nothing, I guess. Let's see, they got all these whatchamacallits here. Okay. Okay, so gross earnings is $2,227.68. Net pay is $1,774.26. Not horrible. This is for 40 hours? I don't know how much this is for. Okay, so it has my hourly rate. My hourly rate is $39.78. I don't know how many hours this is for though, in total. So maybe I'll have to do some math or read the email that they sent.
Now, I understand she's in residency, but America is weird. A whole doctor is making only about $600 more than a manager at McDonald's. Just keep that in mind.
Let's break down my bi-weekly paycheck because I know you guys are nosy and people like watching these videos and I'm very transparent, so let's get into it. To start off, I got paid this Friday. My bi-weekly net pay was $2,635. So that's after all the taxes, retirement, health insurance, everything. I got $2,635. But I actually only got $1,415 in my actual bank account, and let me explain. First of all, $700 automatically goes into my joint account, which is for our mortgage, electric, water bill, car insurance, all those types of things. Second, $420 automatically goes from my payroll. It goes into a different account that I have that pays the SoFi loan, and then $100 goes into a savings account that I have automatically. So automatically that happens, and then I get $1,415. Out of that, we are putting $150 into another savings account. $75 is going to pay a home equity line of credit. $120 is paying my phone bill. $75 is going towards my Discover credit card. $50 is going towards my Chase credit card. $81 is going to an Affirm that I have. $76 is going to an Affirm that I have. I get a little carried away sometimes. $275 is budgeted for groceries for 2 weeks, so that is split up. $100 for gas, which I only think is going to be $80 because I still have a quarter of a tank and I only drive like 1.5 miles to 3 miles a day. $120 is going to go to my nails and my toes and my eyebrows. Don't know when I'm going to get it done, but sometime within this 2 week period. And then $140 is going to go towards me getting my hair done, my daughter's hair done, and a wax. I get it from the same girl on the same day. It's going to be $140, which leaves me with $153 remaining to spend what I want. I don't think I'm going to need to spend it because I already have everything budgeted for what I need to spend this week. So that's what my bi-weekly paycheck looks like. I'm somebody who's fully transparent when it comes to money. I don't think it matters to talk about money. I think it motivates people to talk about money. So that's why I am starting to do these videos. So if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, that is my paycheck breakdown.
Hey, one key thing is that she ain't doing it by herself. You know, that's a plus.
Let's go ahead and budget my paycheck as a 25-year-old engineer working in Atlanta, Georgia. So this paycheck, I got paid $3,677. The first thing that I do every single paycheck is move $800 to my rent savings, and this pays half of my rent each month. Then I pay off all my credit card balances in full, and this time it was $1,516. Then I paid $300 towards my car payment, and this is all additional principal because I already made my car payment earlier this month. Then I moved $241 to my car insurance savings, and I actually need to pay that here in a couple days. Investing is a huge priority for me, so with this last $800, I moved over to my Fidelity brokerage account, and I'll show y'all what I plan on investing into later this week. And I just realized I have $19 left over, so I'll probably just move this to my emergency fund. Overall, I think I need to cut down on my credit card spending, but it is what it is. Follow for more finance tips.
Hey man, shout out to that young brother right there, dog. Coincidentally, most of the millionaires that I personally know have engineering backgrounds. They're really smart people and, you know, they're good with numbers and they're logical people for the most part. Don't be surprised if one day he's a high net worth individual.
Right, everyone, open my first paycheck with me. I have been working here as a CNA for like 3 weeks now. I did training at first, which he said I would get 19 for that. And then as soon as I started like my actual shifts, it was 20. So let's hope that this number is right. Let's just say I have a number in mind that I know that it should be. But like, we'll see. This is like a puzzle to open, first of all. Oh. Okay, I mean, like, it's good, but I'm really just $300.
Hey bro, I don't know about y'all, but when I was working a job, that number in my mind that I thought my check should be never matched up what it actually was, bro.
I'm a nurse, and yesterday was payday, and it's not looking very good for the next week. I get paid weekly, and I have about $4 to save me for the next week. So let's go over what I spent this week. All right, just to jump right into this, we're not going to waste any time, okay? My paycheck this week was $1,550. Here's the kicker.
my husband got paid $0. Just because he gets paid bi-weekly, not weekly. So he got paid last week, so this week it was just my paycheck, not his. You guys take when I say this, you really, really do. Every single comment on this video will be related to this. Like, I pay my tithing, $155. Not that bad. Sometimes I pay $1,000 in tithing, sometimes I pay $100 in tithing. This week I paid $155 in tithing. All right, now to get into the expenses of things. This week I feel like wasn't too bad with the expenses. We went to see the new Minions movie this week. It was terrible. It was literal garbage. It was horrible. But I spent $24 for our family of 4 to go to the movies. We went on Tuesday where it's like $6, I think, and then it's a $6 movie plus free popcorn. And where I live, it's like a million freaking degrees since I'm trying to find indoor things to do with my kids, but yet take them out of the house. So I found like an open gym, like tumbling type of thing, and that was $3 for both of them for like an hour. And then after the open gym, I just felt like shopping. $43. Yeah, my husband kind of got on me for that one, but I spent $43 at Target. It was all unnecessary, but I just felt like going to Target. Next, I spent $17 at Aldi. I don't remember what I bought. I think we were having dinner that night, and I needed a few random things. So I spent $17 at Aldi, and then this week we went out to lunch twice, which is kind of unusual for us, but we spent $54 in total. Just going to lunch this week. On Amazon this week, I spent $29, which I feel like is pretty good. Walmart this week, we spent $106. Now, we're not paying our rent or any really like big bills this week, but I will still put some into savings because I'm going to prepare for when rent for August comes out. $800 into my savings. All right, last but not least, our car payment came out this week, and that was $300. So after all of that, we are left over with a big whopping $19 to get us until next week.
She earns a decent living, her and her husband or boyfriend, whatever he is, and they only have $19 left after paying everything. That's going to show you how expensive it is to live in America, man. She didn't say nothing crazy.
I got a serious question. How the is it that I work out in sites like this? Blue collar work, right? We building shit like this. Bow cans, pipe, backflows, concrete, all this shit. Blue collar work, you know what I'm saying? How the is it that I work in this? And I'm a heavy equipment operator, so that is what I operate, that is another one. But yet, I'm still struggling to live in America. I'm building shit like this. Right now I'm in Kissimmee, Florida, but I'm building shit like this. Shit like this, dealing with shit like this. Digging down on meters and raising the boxes to curb level and everything. How is it that I'm doing heavy labor jobs, because that's what they say. This is what the old generation says.
So we're expanding the bakery.
Great. What are you thinking?
Overnight cake delivery nationwide.
Well, we can help make it easy to manage all your business banking in one place.
Let's do it.
You're good at business. We're good at business banking. Wells Fargo.
All right, y'all, Americans are now living inside of storage units, man. It's kind of sad, man. Before we get into this video, I need y'all to like it before you like it, hit the sub before you hit the bud, join the team before you hit the green, and most importantly, I need them hypes like crackhead need a pipe. There's only 2 YouTubers in the whole world that do that, and I'm both of them.
Oh, I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Put some respect on my name.
You already know what it is.
Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name.
I said, I'm blinded by the lights. No, I can't sleep until I feel you.
It says call
you good at that?
Storage unit.
Wow. Show me move these around. Yo, can't be sleeping in here, bro. It's a storage facility.
What is this storage environment?
Nah, bro, you can't sleep here, bro.
Yo, this is wild. Dang. That's tough.
I know people were already doing it, but I'm just letting you know that more people are gonna be doing it because I got on public storage to go pay my my storage for the month or whatever. And I just got like a little closet unit for like extra shit or whatever. I get on there and it says, would you like to add 24/7 access to your unit? Now, I don't personally need 24-hour access to my unit, but I do know that some people who are living out of them do. And this is not a judgment statement. This is shit's been real. It's gotten realer. And for a lot of people, they are living it in the realest of ways.
And it's about to get really real.
If you see something that ain't hurting nobody else, that ain't bothering nobody else, that is simply somebody who is just trying to survive in this world, you keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Oh God, bro.
And you let them live your life.
Facts.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, like that first dude, he was like, hey, bro, you can't sleep in here. Bro, you don't even own that storage facility, bro. Get your knock-kneed ass on somewhere, man. People trying to take a nap and you over here taking your job serious, boy. The people gonna fire you and won't think twice about it. You could die at that place and they wouldn't even help you get buried. They wouldn't send no money to your family, bro. I mean, I don't understand people who take their job too serious. It's certain jobs you gotta take too serious. If you're a brain surgeon, you gotta take that too serious. If you're a heart surgeon, you gotta take that too serious. If you're a firefighter, bro, you have to take that too serious, bro. But if you the nigga that just walked the space to make sure everything on the up and up, man, come on now, bro. Just turn up, man. I ain't see nothing, man. I ain't see nobody sleeping in there. What you talking about? Come on, man. There.
Yeah, people really be living in this storage unit. So you see these people.
Nah, she finna put that dude like that, bro. You blowing up the spot.
I'm saying. My husband know everybody, but y'all, we like, where you folk at? Said that one right there. I'm like, where you folks at? Because we clean out our storage unit. And baby, they come out of there, they open up the damn door from the inside and come out. I guess for the morning. Y'all, people be really living in their storage. They got a vehicle up, they got another one. Oh my, it was 3 people and some puppies. They got some dogs. Oh, I ain't getting that. Oh my God. They got some dogs, y'all. I'm cleaning out the storage. I can't wait till my husband get back in the car.
Please, in the name of God. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I already know these type of people I wouldn't like. They gonna rub me the wrong way. As soon as I spend more than 10, 15 minutes with them, I know they gonna say something petty. These are the type of people, you could be in a group setting, it's like 10 of y'all, right? And they talking, they mingling with folks. As soon as one of them people walk off, girl, I can't stand her. You know she behind on the corner, right? Yeah. They be backing in cars to block it so that the repo man can't grab it. You know, a kid got taken away too, huh? Yeah. Them the type of people that do that, bro. They got a husband that support that bullshit too, bro. Real talk. Ain't nothing funny about that.
Please, in the name of God, I beg you guys, nobody should choke, okay? I will try as much as possible not to leak the location. Nobody should call the cops. Nobody should call and report we are staying in that beach. I beg you guys in the name of God, bro. Check, we finally got the storage, check. Let me show you guys.
Why would you put this on the internet, though? I'm glad God bless me with common sense, bro.
First of all, we put this right here. We put this box right here in case somebody is passing. Come and show it. Come sign. In case someone is passing, they will just see that boxes are here. But behind those boxes, check, there is mad shit going on behind those boxes.
My guys are right.
Come on, let me show you. Check. This is where I'm trapping at, bro. This is where I'm trapping at, bro. This is my whole life, my whole setup. This is my whole room shit. Let me get some W's in the chat, bro.
Nah, it's gonna be a bunch of L's, bro. Somebody gonna blow your spot.
Let me get some W's, for real. Let me get some W's. Let me get some W's. All glory and honor and adoration be to God. And second one for myself, not giving up. And the third one to all the people that dropped the donation, bro. Especially Best 77 with the motherfucking $350 total, nigga.
So if y'all been...
Hey, dog, content creation is the devil at this point, bro. It makes people do some strange things. It makes them throw all common sense out the window, all logic out the window, all reasoning out the window. Because if you're trying to be low-key and you don't want to get caught, why would you go on live stream and do this? Now, it looked like he was lit. It looked like boo-boo people was in there. You don't think somebody in there want to see your downfall? Like, bro, I'm a content creator, but I turn this shit off at the end of the day. Boy, I don't never let none of this go to my head. Boy, what's wrong with people, man? To the point, man, come on, man.
Paying attention, y'all know I live in a storage. I lost my job, yeah. You see, I had a whole bunch of money, I don't got no money. I'm staying in the storage now, on my ass, on my dick. But I said I was gonna make the best of it. So yeah, you know that storages be having these reuse centers. So I found this bike one day at the reuse center, and I was like, I'm gonna put this on Facebook Market. And I put it on Facebook Market for $55, y'all. And it took me a little bit to sell it, probably like a week or so, you know what I'm saying? But somebody finally called and said they wanted it. Text me on Facebook, said they wanted it. And I was like, all right, bet. Boom, they pulled up, you know. I went up to my storage and brought it back down. And I let them test ride it for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see me taking it to them so they can test ride it. Hold on. There you go. He hopped on that mug, did a little spin, you know, and then he sent me my money. I told y'all I was gonna make the best of staying in a storage. We making money already.
This is low-key crazy. So this dude is getting arrested for living out of this storage unit for 2+ years after his friend snitched on him. Just wait till you see this place. Now I feel he low-key has a solution to homelessness. And he's quite the decorator. We're gonna get into all the little details here. But just the fact that he was living here for 2 years and nobody had any idea tells us that small units like this could be a solution. I mean, which would you rather have it? In small units like this, or you have them on the streets? Now taking a deep
rather have me on the streets.
low-key cooking, he's got a little microwave oven in there. I don't know what these are exactly, but it looks like something that you can use for working out. Don't know why he's got so many of them though. And he doesn't have a laundry unit, so obviously his dirty clothes are gonna pile up. He's got a little speaker system and a gaming chair. I wonder if he's got a PS5 in there somewhere. But what do you guys think? Should they have arrested him or should they have just kicked him out? Personally, I'd rather have him living out of here than right on the street. But what do you think?
They should have kicked him out. They shouldn't have arrested him. But he said, do they want you living on the streets? Yes, they do want you living on the streets. Absolutely, because if they didn't, they would have came up with a solution already. They got hundreds of veterans living on the streets. Bro, they don't care about the niggas living on the streets, bro. Come on, man. And then I heard that like they just came up with a bill that basically allows them to arrest you if you don't have a home. You just out there on the streets, man, you going to jail and you gonna be doing some hard labor, bro. Basically modern day slavery. That's what I heard, man.
Help make bloodsuckers disappear. With the Advantage family, we put a hit on pet parasites.
Sensitive teeth are vulnerable. They need special care. Try new Sensodyne Clinical Repair today.
Hello.
Hello. What is something you want that you haven't told anyone?
Versa Creative is a full-service marketing agency in Houston, Texas, serving businesses of...
I live in the storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise. I can use the bathroom. I can play music anywhere in the unit. It's climate controlled in here, so it's nice and warm. This unit is 24 hours, so I can come here anytime I want, stay here as long as I need to. We can take naps if we need to and go to sleep. So this is our living space.
Well, people have no common sense no more.
Very, very grateful to have this space. The next goal is to get an RV. The next goal after that, tiny home. And if we want to eat, I just cook right out front. Or we'll just prepare something cold inside of the unit. Sandwiches, a lot of times we make salad. If we want to get power, we use our power bank. They also have power here so we can charge our power bank. Me and my baby will live here as long as we need to until we get the shelter that we want. Because we're living here, now we can save up more money to get what we really want. We're in it for the long haul. Thank you for the support. Thanks for watching.
Hi. Hey, bro, people don't got no sense, dog. For real, bro. The last video when the dude was like, he was in there for 2 years until his friend, his partner, snitched on him. You just made a video telling the whole world that you live in a storage unit. Somebody gonna report your ass, dog. It's only a matter of time. And you don't think them people be seeing the fact that you go in this place, but you don't come out for hours, bro? It's gonna catch up, dog. It's gonna catch up. I hope it don't. But you ain't making it no better by putting it on Front Street.
Who you got? Working off of a Get Marty tip, we found the Ashbaugh family living here in the storage unit. Actually, they have 2 units, and they've been living here for a while, for months. You've been here a month?
At least. Well, actually, it's coming up on 2 months.
You're a strong woman. Jacqueline Ashbaugh tells me it's been 2 months since her husband and 3 kids moved into this storage unit. No.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing to do these reactions, man. Listen, like it before you like it, hit the sub before you hit the bud, and join the team before you hit the green, and don't forget the goddamn it, somebody shout, goddamn it. Let's get into this video, man. So, renting a room is something that Americans are turning to these days, but it might not be all good, man. Let's get into it.
So how do we feel about renting a room in somebody else's house? Because I knew this was a thing, but I didn't know this was a big thing in my city. I'm talking big thing. You can literally go pay $700 a month to go live in a room with somebody else's house. And I know sometimes it's out of necessity, but I just couldn't do it. I'd rather go live in the hood somewhere in a studio apartment for like $500 a month. I first found this out by one of my homeboys a few years ago when he told me he was living in a shared space. He's paying about $750 a month. I was like, okay, that don't sound super bad. It's like a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. He's sharing a bathroom with 2 other guys, and it's like, I don't know about sharing a bathroom with somebody I don't know.
Right.
I remember specifically him being mad one day and him showing me a picture of his bathtub. Somebody left a hairball in it. I couldn't deal with somebody else's hairball, dog. I don't know. And there's some other factors, like in a lot of these shared spaces, you can't bring anybody else over. You gotta share the living space with everybody else, and you gotta share the kitchen with everybody else. I remember my homie was telling me everybody was eating out every day. That is not healthy. Nobody would take out the trash, nobody clean up anything. I just couldn't deal with it. I'd rather just live in like a little rinky-dink little studio by myself. But you are saving money most of the time. And sometimes it can only be temporary. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Because realistically, rent is so high these days that some people don't have another option.
Yeah, bro, I'm not buying that saving money shit, though, man. I know most people ain't gonna really save no money. Even though they're capable of it if they move into the situation, they ain't gonna save no money. You're eating out because you ain't cooking nothing. You can't even bring a young tenderoni to the crib and drop. You can't drop no lumber, bro. You gotta go somewhere else. That's wild. $700, man, I need to be able to kind of like get around there and do that old baby boy, old nigga squat. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that in a shared space, a shared accommodation, bro. Nah, that's not the move. That's not the move, dog. What if you and your girl want to be spontaneous, bro? And then you dealing with other people's filth. You're dealing with other personalities. You're dealing with I just couldn't do it, dog. It's kind of sad, bro.
Y'all, I really hate renting from people. Like, I really, really do.
Alright, look, first and foremost, bro, some of y'all dudes in the comments, dog, y'all dudes y'all weird, bro. What's up with the gay dude? That boy not bothering you. You not bothering him. If you comfortable with your sexuality, this should not. I would never leave a comment like, guys, really, bro? When the gay dude come to your job and he work with you, dog, and you run for the hills, that make you look like you gay right there, dog.
Not just because, like, y'all already know how the lifestyle here is, but it's the fact, like, I just feel like I'm just not a people's person. Like, I feel like when I leave my room, I really don't want to see nobody. Like, when I go shave my ass, I don't need nobody knocking on the door. Like, when
Alright, brother. All right. You could have left that little part out there. I apologize for y'all, dude, man.
I want to go, like, do anything. It's like, I really don't want to see nobody. Like, I don't like people knowing what I'm doing, if that makes sense. When I'm home, like, I just want to you know what I'm saying? Like, I was about to go upstairs to go wash these dishes and stuff, and then people already coming out the door, all up in the living room. It's just, like, that's too much. Like, my anxiety is just, like, I guess renting from people, you have to, like, not have anxiety or something like that. Like, it's been 5 months, and I still have not cut that stove on.
Which is further proving the first guy's point. He's like, bro, niggas is not even cooking, dog. Everything he's saying is valid, other than that shave the ass part, bro. It's like... I knew they finna flame me in the comments, dog. Engagement.
And like I just would never be comfortable here. It literally feels like I'm at my mother's crib. Like, was never comfortable there, not comfortable here. It's like I really be trying my best not to go back to that hotel because it's gonna be like basically doing the same thing over and over and over again. Well, not even over and over again. Basically, I didn't do nothing all year. Like I moved out the hotel, back in the hotel, doing the same thing all over again, starting from square one. So that's the only reason why I don't want to go back to the hotel. But it's like
shit rough out here.
Baby, like my freedom, my peace, like my happiness, like I can't even my day-to-day like things I want to do, like be the dog that I am. You know what I'm saying? I can't even keep up, keep it up for real, just because it's like I be in the bathroom 24/7. I need to be in the kitchen 24/7. It's like things like that, and have to share and have to with kids and this and that and judgment eyes and judgment. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much for me, too much for who I am. That's why I really stay low and stay out the way. And when we come out, when it's like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, to be honest, because it's just like, I don't fuck with them on my phone.
Hey, dog, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. When it come to work and school, I was the type of people, I roast these people, bro. Just like they regular people, dog. Rib them to death. I don't care, dog. I ain't gonna call you nothing out your name, but man, just like I see an ailment on a regular dude, if you got a club footer, you get, man, get your club foot ass on somewhere, bro. Knock me that little nigga. But anyway, dog, let's get into these comments. Somebody in there said, I hated living with people, even family, so I don't think anxiety is the cause. It's like you're constantly walking on eggshells and abiding by their rules and stuff. Ugh. How do y'all find people to rent from? I think you probably go on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist. I rent a room from an elder. Oh man, and I love it because he knows I like to be left alone and he doesn't bother me. Now see, that's the thing, bro. I couldn't personally rent out a room or rent a room. I just couldn't do it. I don't want to live with a stranger like that for one. And I couldn't do it, dog. It's not my cup of tea.
You know what's so annoying about trying to find a room to rent in a shared home on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or whatever, is the fact that people clearly just want the money from the rental income from the tenant, but don't actually want to accept that somebody else lives in the house with them.
Yeah, that would be me right there. I just want the money, but I don't want you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I want your cash, but I don't want you in my shit. If we can figure out how I can get the cash, but you not actually be here, bro, that'll be love right there, man. I'm talking about, I'm somebody's child.
Like allowing no kitchen access, no visitors, just unnecessary rules that don't make sense when someone is paying to live there. Like I rented this room, toured it, asked all the questions. She said I could use the kitchen, which on her previous listings when I looked at her profile, she had no access to kitchen because she's rented out the room a few times, but for me, I was allowed access, and that says something. But I asked her if she had a laundromat, and she was like, yeah, you could use a laundromat. And then I texted her about it later. She's like, oh, I spoke to my husband, and we don't want to share the laundry. And after I moved in there, she put 2 new cameras into the living room, and it literally has a motion sensor. You can hear it anytime I walk down the stairs or walk out. What the fuck?
That's
you know what's so annoying about trying to find a...
Hey, dog, what? Say, man, imagine you want to go in there and make you a turkey sandwich. You can't even use the kitchen, brother. Would they let you get a hot plate? Can I set up like a little hot plate? You know how like the people that create food content, you know they always got a stove in the house, but they, for some reason they use the little 2-burner hot plate. Can I?
I'm taking the business in a whole new direction.
Expanding the bakery.
Cakes by mail.
Tell me more.
Hey, dog, listen, bro. Y'all know just like I know. We were sold on the American dream growing up, man. Get you a house, build some equity, have a family, get you a job and a pension and all that kind of good stuff. Now we at a point where people in America living out of storage rooms and tents and all kind of stuff. Hotels, cars, you name it. Anyway, let's get into this video. Don't forget to like it before you like it. Hit the sub before you hit the bud. Join the team before you hit the green. And don't forget the... I need them hypes like a crackhead need a pipe. There's only 2 YouTubers in the whole world that do that, and I'm both dumb.
How long have you been staying in Mexico?
A year.
A year now.
And my brother really went. My brother.
White supremacist hate groups are on the rise. Bro, it's actually kind of scary how many hate groups are emerging out of the woodworks now. And like nobody really talking about it, for real. Yeah, this is crazy.
Unfortunately, sensitive
at the right rally, we have seen a number of alt-right style white supremacists engage in murderous rampages, not just killing one person, but often engaging in major shooting sprees, as we've seen in Pittsburgh, in El Paso, in Buffalo, and elsewhere. This small number of lone wolf white supremacists just causing tremendous grief and anguish for entire communities. The unfortunate fact is it doesn't take a lot of extremists to cause problems far disproportionate to their numbers. And so there's no minimum safe number of hardcore white supremacists that we can have, because even one can go out and commit an atrocity.
All this shit going on, are you kidding me?
Let's go, Brad. You gone, huh?
And the absolutely mind-boggling thing about that is this. That is not an isolated event. This is common, y'all. The only thing is they don't really publicize it. They don't put it out there for us common folk to see it. They try to keep this thing under wraps. You get what I'm saying? So that they don't promote a whole bunch of panic. Because if every black person knew that this was going on, I mean, at scale and how large this movement is, it'll be a whole lot of disruptive activity going on right now. Real talk.
When people hear white supremacy, generally in America, they think hoods, robes, the KKK. I can tell you from the KKK groups that I was around and infiltrated, but on a scale of what I'm getting ready to talk about, it's not even close. An accelerationist does not believe there's a political solution to save the white race. They believe that society is going to collapse on its own or from man-made events, and they want to speed it up, hence accelerate it. But their belief system, they call siege culture. James Mason is a longtime white supremacist, wrote a book called Siege. Don't go by it or try to, because you'll probably show up on the FBI's list. Siege culture looks at guerrilla warfare tactics. We're going to stay hidden. We're going to cause chaos through maybe you kill a lefty journalist, maybe you kill an Antifa type, non-whites, blacks, Jews, poisoning water systems, taking down power supplies, derailing trains. Anything to kick off, they may have changed the terminology now, but it was called the Boogaloo. They referred to Boogaloo as the D-Day. The founder of the group is a U.S. citizen born, Villanova grad, Army, former Army, Intel, I believe.
Can't y'all tell by now that this is all deeply rooted in fear, and then that turns into hate, and then they try to justify it by saying it's just self-preservation. It's a trend, bro.
And at some point had contracted in the Department of Justice. Originally, we had heard FBI, but I never clarified which department. C-E-L-L, to me, was in North Georgia. Here's what's crazy. Al-Qaeda, translated to English, is the base. Oh, okay. Al-Qaeda's MO was 3 to 5 man cells all over the world, training, waiting for the phone call for D-Day. The base's idea, MO, was 3 to 5 man cells all over the world, training for the Boogaloo. So, coincidence? I think not. The trick is how do you know which one of those is going to be the Charleston church shooter? How do you know which one of those is going to be the Tree of Life shooter in Pittsburgh, or the Christchurch shooter, or the Buffalo shooter, or the Walmart El Paso shooter?
And the interesting thing about it is this too. If anybody should hate somebody, bro, it should be the people who were done wrong. What did black people ever do to white people for the most part? Let's be 100% real. If any of y'all have older parents and grandparents, just ask them the things that they went through when they were in their younger years, especially if they were born in the 40s and 50s. And if they were born in the late 40s, that means that they're probably around 70, 80 years old, and they remember vividly all of the mean and nasty things that were done to them, especially if they come from the South like my folks did.
The 1963 Birmingham church bombing. September 15th, 1963, Birmingham, Alabama. A quiet Sunday morning turned into horror when a bomb ripped through the 16th Street Baptist Church, killing 4 young girls. The church was a central meeting place for the civil rights movement. That morning, members of the Ku Klux Klan planted dynamite under the steps. The explosion injured dozens and took the lives of Addie Mae Collins, Denise McNair, Carol Robertson, and Cynthia Wesley, all between 11 and 14 years old. It took decades for all the killers to be convicted.
Now, y'all saw that video, right? A lot of people just don't know the history of how racist this country really is and how hateful a lot of these people are. If black people were so bad, why didn't we take up arms and go? All right, y'all,
Could you maybe buy me this water? I'm thirsty.
Pay for yourself, sorry.
Yeah? Okay. Would you pay for my water? I'm thirsty.
Let's pay yourself.
I don't have the money right now.
Yeah, well, then you.
School's out, heading into halftime. Go-Gurt with 6 grams of protein.
This is good. So good.
Protein, calcium, fun! That's the win for the whole team! Go-Gurt, play on.
Romath is going to James Avery for one thing, and somehow we both left with something. My husband and I stopped.
Here. Sweet.
Can you maybe buy me this water?
Sorry, what?
Oh, I don't have any money. No? Could you maybe buy me this water? I don't have any money. Could you pay for my water?
Why?
I'm thirsty. Don't have any money on me. Please, I beg you. Maybe buy me this water. No bubbles. I don't have any money right now, so.
I don't know.
Can you maybe pay for my water? No? It's just €1. Would you maybe buy me this water?
I'm sorry.
No?
Oh, you can have drink it.
Drink.
Yeah, you did have to drink.
No?
No.
You think so?
Right now. Do it.
Immediately.
Yes.
Would you maybe buy me this water? I don't have any money.
Oh, no.
Would you maybe buy me this water? Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Nobody said yes. Nobody. I asked everybody if they want to pay for my water, nobody said yes. So please.
That's for water?
To buy me water. She said yeah. Thank you so much.
What's up, family? Welcome back. I just watched one of the most interesting social experiments I've seen in a while, and honestly, it left me with more questions than answers. The challenge was simple. The person filming walked up to complete strangers and asked one question. Can you please buy me a bottle of water? Not money, not a phone, not a luxury item, just a bottle of water. Now here's the part that caught my attention. Over and over again, they approached different white people, and person after person either ignored them, walked away, or simply said no. Then they walked up to a black person, and almost immediately, that person agreed to help. Not once, not twice. The same pattern kept showing up throughout the compilation. Now, before anyone jumps into the comments saying, not all white people, I already know that. A viral compilation isn't scientific research, and it doesn't tell us how every individual would behave. But what I am talking about is what these videos captured, and why so many people watching had the exact same reaction. Because the contrast was hard to ignore, and it made me ask something that I genuinely want to know. Is a bottle of water really that expensive? Is helping another human being really that difficult? Or have we become so suspicious of each other that basic compassion has become optional? Because if someone came to me and asked for a bottle of water, my first thought wouldn't be, how can I get out of this? I'd think, if I can help, why not? We're talking about one bottle of water, something most people spend more money on without thinking twice. Yet somehow, asking someone to buy one for another human being became a huge request. What really stood out to me wasn't even the people who refused. It was the Black people who didn't hesitate. They didn't start interrogating the person. They didn't act irritated. Many of them simply said, "Come on, let's go get the water." That kind of kindness reminded me of something. Growing up, many Black families were taught to look out for people. If someone is hungry, feed them. If someone needs help and you can help, you help. No, we're not perfect. No community is. But compassion has always been a value that many of us were raised with. Yet despite that generosity, Black people are constantly stereotyped as dangerous, selfish, or lacking empathy. Watching this experiment made me think about how often those stereotypes don't match what we actually see. So today, we're going to watch these clips together, hear what other people had to say about them, and then we're going to have an honest conversation about kindness, empathy, and why sometimes the people who are treated the worst still end up being the first to help someone else. Let's get into it.
A bottle of water. If I were really stuck in a situation and I'm dehydrated, nobody would offer me a bottle of water. Thank you, London. Can you give me a bottle of water, please? I was just in a bit of a situation today. I have to be here for the next 3-4 hours for someone to pick me up, but I don't have any money and I'm super thirsty. I just need a bottle of water. Is there something you can help me with? No? Hello, people. Because of our last experiment, everyone was saying, oh, people in London are just cautious to give their phones. So today we are doing an experiment with food to see if people are actually willing to help or they are just plain selfish. Now, they are not obligated to help. They don't have to. But goddammit, it's the right thing to do.
My benefits haven't come through and I am starving. Who's gonna feed me today?
Dunkin's $6 meal deal. 2 delicious wake-up wraps and a medium iced or hot coffee for $6.
When you don't use bounce, dryer heat can be a real monster.
Anybody else got something they want to share?
A native body wash. It's got no parabens or sulfates.
That all?
And 24-hour freshness.
Good.
This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Get 0.9% APR, plus current eligible non-GM owners get up to $2,250 purchase allowance on Encore GX.
I need women to know that you're not limited to anything other than living your life.
Guys, can you give me a bottle of water, please? Can you give me a bottle of water, please?
I just don't feel comfortable with it. You don't feel comfortable buying someone water?
So if you can help me out, I appreciate it. How did you buy that then? You can still buy a bottle of water with a card, by the way. So can you buy me a bottle of water? I don't want anything else, just water. From Tesco, just a bottle of water. Oh, we're filming for TikTok, by the way. You've been exposed. Selfish. Selfish. So you don't want to help me? Please buy me a bottle of water, please. I'm so thirsty. I asked all these people and no one's helping me. I just want a bottle of water. I don't have money and I'm so thirsty. English is not good. Guys, so this is for the audience. Nobody has helped me with just a bottle of water. So they've missed out on £200, literally. This is a social experiment, you're on camera. So yeah.
You're not able to just buy me a bottle of water from somewhere? I know you're okay, you're tourists, but just a bottle of water? That's not possible. Ya Allah, ma ala min bashar. You don't speak, so why did you stand there listening to me the whole time before you told me you don't speak English? Wow. You know what? Nobody would buy me a bottle of water today, God forbid, a woman don't have money or stuck in a certain situation, a bottle of water, I've been asking everybody, nobody would buy a bottle of water. A bottle of water. If I were really stuck in a situation and I'm dehydrated, nobody would offer me a bottle of water. Thank you, London. It's just a social experiment. Thank God I'm not in such a situation, and I will never be. Yalla, inshallah. You look amazing, by the way, but I just a bit of a situation, but I just need someone to purchase a bottle of water for me. Okay, something to drink, you know? Is that something you can do for me? Because I'm literally dehydrated, please. Is that something you can do for me? Because I'm just stuck here for the next 3-4 hours waiting for someone to pick me up water. Just from anywhere, just from any shop or anything like that. You can pay for me, yeah?
Sorry to bother you, but I'm so thirsty. I just want a bottle of water. If you can help me with that, I'll be very grateful. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you. And I'm so thirsty. I'm so hydrated. I have money to buy water. Are you saying yes? Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
I was wondering if you could please sort of help me out here. No cash, just to buy me a bottle of water. Is that okay? Oh, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate your help. I'm not going to take the money. This was a social experiment. Next 4 hours. But I just need a bottle of water because I feel dehydrated. Oh, thank you so much.
Did y'all see the video where the two girls over in London, I don't know if they're white, Middle Eastern or what, but the two girls over in London, right, asking people for bottles of water. At first, they were asking nothing really but white people. Everybody was saying no. They were saying no, I don't have it, blah, 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 giving them attitudes and blah, blah. I comment said, you know, ask black people. In the video that they asked black people, damn near all the black people said yes. And the one that said no, another guy pointed her to where free water is at. No, black people are really used for everything all around the world, not just in America, right? We all know that. But they will literally tell their children to come up to black people if they need help, if they're lost, if they need something, blah, blah, blah. I know black people are going to do anything they can to help somebody, right? My mom always taught me pay it forward. But maybe we need to stop doing that shit. Because if people think they can just come up to black people and ask them for help whenever, and they're going to do it, I feel like that shouldn't be a thing, right? You know, black people have amazing hearts. Hearts are cool. But I'm sick of it. I'm not going to lie. I'm sick of people depending on black people to do shit. That's been the whole problem with everything, especially this year. People depending on black people to do certain things just because we're black. And they feel like, oh, we should because blah, 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 morality, blah, blah, blah. So y'all don't have no morality. That's basically what you were saying. But that video really, you know, told me the shit I already knew. But it was just really...
Watching all of those clips back to back, one thing kept standing out to me. The people who had the least reason to stop were often the ones who stopped. That says something. Again, this doesn't mean every white person would refuse, and it doesn't mean every black person would say yes. Real life is more complicated than a viral video, but what these clips show is still worth talking about, because kindness is supposed to be easy. Buying someone a bottle of water isn't changing your entire life. It's not paying someone's rent. It's not giving away your savings. It's one small act of humanity. What surprised me wasn't just the number of people saying no. It was how quickly some people dismissed another human being without even asking what was going on. No eye contact, no conversation, just walking away. Meanwhile, many of the black people didn't spend 5 minutes debating whether the person deserved help. They simply helped. And honestly, that reflects something I've seen many times. A lot of black communities know what struggle feels like. Many people have experienced not having enough. Maybe that's why empathy comes more naturally. When you've been in difficult situations yourself, it's often easier to recognize hardship in someone else. You understand what it's like to need a little grace from another person. That doesn't make black people saints, and it doesn't make everyone else heartless. But shared experiences can shape how people respond to others. Another thing I noticed is that society often paints black people as the ones people should fear. Yet in these clips, they were the ones showing compassion. That contradiction is worth thinking about. Sometimes the people who receive the least kindness are the ones who give it away the most. Now, I also understand why some people are cautious. There are scams. There are people who take advantage of generosity. Everyone has the right to protect themselves. I'm not criticizing someone simply because they said no. What I'm reacting to is the pattern shown in this compilation and the conversations it started. If you can genuinely help someone with something as basic as water, and you choose to, I think that's a beautiful thing. Kindness doesn't always have to be grand. Sometimes it's the smallest gestures that restore someone's faith in humanity. And maybe that's why these videos go viral. People are hungry for reminders that compassion still exists. The comments under these videos were filled with people saying things like, "Black people always look out for people," while others disagreed completely. That's why I think these conversations matter. Not because one video proves anything about millions of people, but because it forces us to ask ourselves one simple question. If someone approached me today asking for something as basic as a bottle of water, what kind of person would I choose to be? Would I ignore them? Would I assume the worst? Or would I take 30 seconds to help another human being? At the end of the day, that's the real lesson for me. The experiment isn't just revealing other people, it's revealing us. So those are my thoughts. I don't think one viral compilation defines an entire race, but I do think it can spark an important conversation about empathy, generosity, and how we choose to treat strangers. Sometimes we spend so much time arguing about politics, race, and culture that we forget the little things that make us human. Helping someone who needs a bottle of water shouldn't be controversial. It should simply be an act of kindness. Now I want to hear from you. Did this social experiment change your perspective? Do you think these videos reveal something meaningful about society, or do you think they're simply edited for entertainment? Let's have a respectful discussion in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And remember this, your character isn't measured by how you treat people who can help you. It's measured by how you treat the stranger who has nothing to offer you in return. I'll see you in the next one.
New Game Plus has no business making Grace's dish towel smell this good. Especially after that. Our greatest.
Y'all ready for these? Hold on, girl. I think these people are my door. Oh, it's y'all. Welcome to Fuck That Rent. And this is a series where I'm documenting how I bought my own land, moved into my RV, and I'm building financial freedom from the ground up, baby. And every Wednesday, I want y'all to come on over here so I can teach y'all what I learned to get this lifestyle and see if you want this lifestyle too. Now that you're here, don't be a stranger. Come on in. So I know y'all tired of paying that rent all the goddamn time every month. Like every 30 days, you owe somebody some money. That's why you be like, Mila, what made you do all this? Who gonna keep paying somebody every 30 days for their bills? That don't work for me. So that's why I'm completely tired of paying rent. And what really made me say fuck that rent is when you don't pay it in 30 days, baby, they can kick you right out. I done invested all this money into this rent, and now you telling me I gotta go because I ain't got it right now? Like, I pay you every month, okay? Now, the crazy thing is, people always like, Mila, what made you just buy land instead of buying a house? One, how much your house costs, okay? Now, that's the second crazy part of this housing crisis that we in, is the housing prices is skyrocketing. And if you go to an auction, if you go to land is, they ain't making no more land, baby, but it's so cheap. Nobody wants to buy land. Now, my best option was to choose that land over buying a house any day, okay? Now, what made me get an RV instead of an apartment is, like I told y'all, nobody about to keep on investing all my money I'm working hard for to go ahead and pay somebody else's bills. So I felt like, I move every year, every 1 or 2 years, because I just love a change of scenery. So what was the best option than to just get an RV? freedom may look different for everybody, but for me, I really was just wanting to be cut loose of all the bills, gas, electric, rent, water, just all of that was just affecting my mental health, my mental peace, where, you know, I'm a business owner and I couldn't be in my creative mode if I got all this stuff building up in my mind. I'm working hard to pay the bills instead of working hard to build my own wealth. So that's what freedom look like to me. Moving at your own pace, moving at your own speed, doing what you want to do. Now, would y'all live in an RV for a year to save y'all money to eventually buy a house? Because I ain't gonna say I'm gonna be in this RV forever. But baby, I'm enjoying the time while I got it. Okay, now, I wanna take y'all outside to show y'all how big my land really is that my RV's on. You know, what made me even choose this land, all of that. So, let me finish cutting my little watermelon real quick, and I'm gonna take y'all on out there. Juicy! You y'all want some before we go? Because it's so juicy. You know, it's hard to find a seeded watermelon anywhere around here. The whole world messed up. So come on. Pack your stuff up. We done had a good time in the house. Now it's time to go outside. Ooh. It's hot. Okay, y'all. So let me show y'all what the land looks like. I'm not gonna use my daughter as a camera because she really don't want to be it, but she gonna be it anyway.
A rich life isn't a straight line to a destination on the horizon. Sometimes it takes an unexpected turn with detours, new possibilities, and even another passenger or three. And with 100 years of navigating ups and downs, you can count on us to help guide you through it all. Because life is a winding path, made rich by the people you walk it with. Edward Jones.
Jack Links presents Better Together.
Did you know right now is an amazing time to buy an artfully designed home by Ashton Woods? We believe exceptional.
All right, y'all. So I want to show y'all my land, okay? So right now I'm on 2 lots, and I got this land from the land bank, right? And each lot is like 1/4 of an acre. So them put together, you got 2 whole acres back here. Okay, so with the 2 whole acres, I just moved my RV on it. I am zoned to get a single family dwelling on this land. You cannot have RVs living on this land, but I did it anyway, so what they gonna do? Don't tell them people all your business. When y'all go down to zoning, you tell them what you want to do, you figure out the verbiage that you want to use, but don't tell them people all your business. Now, the real question is, what made me buy this particular piece of land? So this land is in the neighborhood that I grew up in, and in my opinion, this is the best neighborhood in the city. I just don't do the bugs. This is the best neighborhood in the city, and my mom stayed literally 600 feet from me. So it just made it a little bit more closer to home, a little bit more to my support system. And I got this piece of land for $1,600, y'all. And y'all gotta stay to the next video. Drop land in the comments if you wanna know how I got this land for $1,600. Make sure y'all drop land in the comments. So what's my long-term goal with this land is to really build 2 single-family dwellings and turn them into short-term rental properties. Now, I got 1/2 acre. I told y'all it's 2 lots on this land. So for right now, until we get the permits and zoning, we're just gonna stay in the RV until we can build a house. And there's different ways you could go about building a house. And if y'all wanna find that out, you gotta watch episode part 2, because I don't wanna drop too much. This is just an introductory on what I got and what I'm doing. So my long-term goals and dreams is to have multiple properties with tiny home properties. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The minimum square footage in this county is 950 square feet. That's 2 tiny homes in one. So we gonna have to figure a few things out, and y'all gonna figure it out with me. Now, come on with me. Now, this land stretches all the way back. And you can see how big this is. This is crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. Real funky. RV living might not be for everybody, because sometimes you might gotta dump your own shit. And everybody don't want to do that shit, okay? Now, it is options on having a septic company come out and dump it for you, hiring somebody. You know, it's options to this. It's figure outable. But even though I might gotta dump my own shit sometime, I'm saving so much money by just living in my RV. You feel me? So my ultimate goal is to build while I'm living here on site. And, you know, it takes some learning and some planning and some time, but it definitely gives you financial flexibility, because while you're making money, you can take your check each week, each month, and you can put it towards building your house. You don't all have to get this figured out in 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. You got time to figure this out. And that's my main reason why I did this, okay? I need time to figure out what I want, what I'm trying to do, and how I'm trying to do it. And I don't want nobody rushing me to pay their bills on the first to figure that out, okay? So next Wednesday, y'all make sure y'all bring y'all asses right back over here, because I'm gonna show y'all exactly how I bought this affordable piece of land, how I searched for it, what I paid for it, and what mistakes I would avoid.
Excuse me.
If I ever had to start over again today. And if you're dreaming about owning your own land and getting up out of that rent matrix, baby, make sure y'all subscribe and join me each and every Wednesday. And y'all, we have a tiny home. So I'm okay, awesome. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hold on, girl. I think these people are not down. It's y'all. Hold on, girl. I think. Okay, y'all, so I said y'all want to do nothing ugly too. What? Hold on, girl. I think these people are not done.
Stuck a
Hey, y'all.
I have to follow through and show you the rest.
Hey, y'all. Welcome. Okay, guys. Y'all, we have a tiny home.
Febreze Air Mist fights everyday odor.
I'm going to wriggle my hair out. Okay, so for context, here's the clip notes. If you've ever wanted to tiny live, take it from someone who learned the fucking hard way and who did it for technically 2 years, but it was less than that we lived in it. The amount of social media that I see glamorizing tiny living, I'm sure that works for some people. I now know that there's a right and a wrong way to do it. But honestly, no one talks enough about how horrible it can be trying to live. I'm currently about to pull my hair out because we got an RV to tiny live in temporarily to move across country, knowing we were going to sell it down the line to put towards a house, which is what we're fucking doing right now. It depreciated over 80% in 2 fucking years. I want to pull all my hair out. I'll have to do a fucking full story time, probably on my YouTube channel, like full series, because the amount of shit that I've had to learn the fucking hard way, y'all need to know, because it's not talked about enough here on social media. We got kicked out initially of our fucking home state because of zoning laws that we had no idea about, to just in general how difficult it is to live in one that's not talked about enough, to right now, the whole fucking 80% depreciation. Not to mention, we fucking owe property taxes that no one told us about simply because we registered it the first year to travel and then it was parked on land in the meantime. If you don't register it, in some states you pay fucking property taxes. The greed in this country is fucking disgusting. Again, I'll do a fucking story time soon when I don't want to pull all my fucking hair out, so stay tuned for that. I'm about to expose the entire fucking tiny home market when it comes to doing that in a tiny RV or camper. Fuck all of this. Okay, bye.
Yeah, everybody be talking like that, like that lifestyle is just a good lifestyle. Like you finna just live, you finna just pick up your house, put it in your backpack, and go on down the road. She cussed. I had to bleep her out. Like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, like about 6 times. 6 fucking times, as she said, 6 times, bro. Cause I don't want to have my first 30 seconds of her cussing. I'm trying to stay monetized. You just messing me up. Yeah, I'm about to come whoop your ass. This is what I'm about to go do, lady, because you doing too much. Let's get into the next one.
I live in a tiny home and here are 5 reasons why I hate it. Number 1, since it's only 399 square feet, I hear every single noise that goes on outside. So if a tiny tree branch falls, I hear it and it sounds like it's in the house. Number 2 is the water heater. My shower literally only gets hot for like 5 minutes. After that, it's cold because it only fits such a small water heater. I haven't looked into it to see if I can make the water heater bigger, but I need to do that ASAP because it's horrible. Number 3 is the AC. So I have 2 mini splits, one in the downstairs bedroom and then one in the living room area right by the staircase, and I'm a hot sleeper, so I would have wished that I would have gotten the other mini split inside of the loft area where I'm sleeping because I have to have a fan directly on me. Number 4 is it took me forever to figure out how I could get Wi-Fi inside of my house because I was using my parents' Wi-Fi, and since the top of the roof is metal, it was very hard to share the Wi-Fi even though I'm so close to my parents. So I had to buy a specific thing and figure it out. But for a long time it would cut in and out and I would never have any Wi-Fi or service. Now honestly guys, that's it. I can't think of anything else that I hate about my tiny house. I just love it so much.
Here are 4 reasons why tiny homes are terrible investments. With housing costs at an all-time high and the Fed signaling rates will likely not be coming down anytime soon, many people have started looking at tiny homes as an option. But here's why that could be an unwise choice. Number 1, depreciation. While standard homes appreciate at 3 to 5% a year, you can expect a tiny home to depreciate similar to that of an RV. After just 3 years, expect to lose 30% of the original value, and after 10 years, you'll be down 62%. Number 2, expensive to build. A tiny home on average costs $300 to $400 per square foot to build, while a traditional home is closer to $150 to $200. You might say it's because you're cramming a lot into a small space, and I would argue back saying, do you want to live crammed? Number 3, utilities. Tiny homes are typically set up to operate off-grid, which can have many drawbacks. When compared to a traditional home, they are 1, unreliable, 2, more expensive, and 3, a hassle to set up. Emptying black and gray water tanks is always going to be gross. Number 4, zoning and legal issues. This is probably my biggest concern with tiny homes. It could be extremely difficult to find somewhere to place it. With most governments classifying them as RVs, zoning is going to be a real headache. I understand the advantages of a tiny home, but owning one could put you further away from owning a traditional home, which historically speaking is one of the best investments you can make. If you're looking for more down-to-earth real estate advice, follow me.
Since we're all gonna die, there's one more secret I feel I have to share with you.
I did not care for The Godfather.
What?
Did not care for The Godfather.
How can you even say that, Dad?
Didn't like it.
Hey, my husband said I'm very ungrateful. Me, ungrateful, okay? He bought me a house, and I didn't like it. Yes, I did not like the house. I told him, that house is too small, I do not like it. And he started going off on me. He goes, you know what, Jessica, you're very ungrateful. I cannot believe that, you know, I even put a brand new roof on it and everything. And you are so ungrateful. Yeah, but the house is so tiny that what's gonna fit in there, first off, okay? What is gonna fit in there? Look, I'm gonna show you guys the house. You guys are probably like, you are ungrateful, but you're gonna agree with me, or you better agree with me. Right here, this is the house. I don't even have a door. Like, are you serious? He goes, oh, I have a new roof and everything. And yeah, where's the door, guy? Where's the door? In fact, I was sitting on top of this while I was recording. What house did you buy me again? Because, yeah. So, yeah, tell me I'm ungrateful. Go, tell me I'm ungrateful.
Yeah, you trolling. Yeah, he's playing. That's a dog house. Ain't nothing gonna live in there but a damn dog. Maximilian. Whatever your dog name is. Okay, because it's over with. What? You can't live in there? Nobody, my son couldn't even fit in that damn house. What? Yeah, no, okay. So look, this next clip is a lady with real regrets in a real tiny home. Let's get into it.
If this is the first time you're seeing my face, my name is Misty, and I transitioned from a traditional home to a tiny home this year, and I'm going to talk about one reason that I feel like I made a major mistake. And while I'm going to talk about this, I'm going to sit here and have my cold brew coffee out on my front porch on a summer afternoon, enjoying this nice Texas weather. Now back to the reason why I think I made a major mistake, and it's probably not what you're thinking. The one thing that I feel like I failed in is not doing this sooner. I mean, seriously, not doing this sooner, not downsizing and getting rid of all of the needless things and stuff in my life, and you know, creating a smaller space for me to thrive. I really feel like I'm thriving in this, and there is not a day that has gone by in the almost 2 months that I have moved in that I feel like I made a mistake. So if this is even on your radar, if you have ever thought about downsizing to a tiny home, if you don't know where to start, if you're in the process of it, whatever it is, I'm just here to encourage you that, you know, I had a little bit of apprehension when I signed the closing papers on my home that I had built for me because I loved it. And I thought, Misty, what are you doing? But since the moment I walked through the doors of this house, I have felt nothing but complete and utter contentment. I mean, when I tell you, it is so nice to be able to have a place where I have everything that I need in close proximity and not have to worry about, you know, cleaning a big area or having a whole lot of upkeep on the outside. Or it's so relaxing. It's so relaxing. And I'm not even saying that this is something that you can only do if you're single. I think this would be perfect for a couple as well, especially if you're nearing retiring age or if you have the desire to travel, whatever. I mean, I could go on and on, but that is the one mistake and regret that I have, is that I didn't do it sooner. So, cheers.
Everyone should be really insulted that tiny homes is a trend just because we can't buy houses that are decent sizes anymore. Like, they're trying to sell us tiny houses and be like, look at how cute it is to have this tiny little house. It's really trendy right now. Our parents used to joke that if you fucked up enough in life, you would end up in a van by the river. And now a lot of people buy vans to go travel the US because they can't afford a home. And that's like a goal for them. Like, a lot of people can't afford a van by the river. My parents bought me a house for my 18th birthday, and I know you're probably thinking I'm super lucky, but that is not the case here at all, because what happened was literally the morning I turned 18, they walked into my bedroom, they held up the house keys, and they're like, get out of our house. I was super excited about it until we pulled into the driveway, and I realized the house they bought me was tiny. It was a little over 1,300 square feet,
And now keep in mind, the house I grew up in was over 6,000 square feet. We had a basketball court, a swimming pool, movie theater, like anything you could think of. We had a bowling alley.
It's up
And
to
then
you to figure that shit out.
am
Why
gifted
y'all think
this
parents supposed to
starter
figure out all
home.
this
Like
shit?
it's
I
like
don't
builder
understand.
grade, like very basic.
I don't get it.
No amenities. And
You
then
lucky
this
they
is kind of
did
like a
that.
culture shock for me. And as we're walking through this house, I looked at them and I said, "Are you really gonna make me live here?" And they said, "What do you mean?" And I said, "You're gonna make me move into this house, like move out of the house that I've grown up in. That was like over 6,000 square feet into this tiny little place." It's just kind of messed up that they raised me with one lifestyle and then expect me to just completely do a 180 and live like a middle class American.
Damn, girl.
Okay.
Ungrateful. 1,300 square feet. Somebody ain't got a cardboard box.
Okay.
And I know your parents kicked you out, but guess what? Some folks is struggling. Them folks is living in a cardboard box with some newspaper as a couple. You need to go wake up and go downtown. Go wherever you and go downtown. Let's look at this next clip, man.
I'm a mom of two and I live in a tiny home, and these are things that I hate in my tiny home. First thing is, we never thought about where to put a trash can. So, yeah, that's horrible. The next thing that I hate is how small our sink is and that we don't have a dishwasher. The next thing that I hate is having to do laundry at family members' houses because we don't have a washer and dryer. So if I were to build a tiny home again, I would definitely make a spot for a washer and dryer, even if that's outside.
Another one, To focus on your game, you gotta clear it. The active ingredient in head and shoulders nourishes your scalp and works-to-fight dandruff at the source. That way you can concentrate on the next play and not the flakes.
Own the pitch, not the itch.
Enter the Shell-Fill Lucky Sweepstakes for the chance to win $100,000 or free fuel for a year.
Summer afternoons call for good company and flavors worth savoring. Milo's teas and lemonades are made.
I don't care. I know a lot of people are probably curious on our tiny home. We actually just posted a YouTube video of like a whole tiny home tour, if you want to go check that out. At the end of the day, like me and my husband literally built this with our 2 hands, and I love our tiny home. I brought both our kids home. This is like our home, and we made it a home, and I really, really love it. But of course, there's just little things that just like I didn't really think of. I'm not gonna have to worry about that for too long because we're actually building a house, and it's like an actual house, like a real house, like a big one. Stay tuned for that.
The worst mistake that you can make when living in a shed house is not thinking about ventilation. Behind me is our old converted shed temporary house. I do not miss that thing at all. Is it an adventure? Yes. Would I do it again? Hell to the no. Unless I had to, I guess. I don't know. Usually they're a very small space. Air really needs to be moving because it can cause a lot of things that you don't think about. A lot of these things, they don't have vapor barriers in them. Very tiny space, a lot of moisture builds up. With mold issues, it can cause respiratory issues. So I definitely advise putting a bunch of windows, and definitely suggest if you have a loft, using like a hole saw and making holes just to like keep that air moving. Of course, the worst things, that's pretty much the first thing that came to mind. I'm sure I can think of some others if you guys have questions, or if that's something that you're going to be doing soon. If you don't know me, my name is Casey, and I share tips and tricks and things.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for chilling with me. Talk to y'all later.